Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, and happy BDM Appreciation Week, everybody. You are listening to another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our producer, is here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Joining us on the couch is a really dark version of Seth Petrozelli. Oh, I got to fix his camera. The lighting on him.
Yes,
the
I
light.
look purple as hell.
Yeah.
Well, the light that he needs.
Oh, yeah.
God.
You're going to point the light at your face.
I don't know if that would even help. Ladies and gentlemen, the human...
I promise I didn't do that on purpose.
My God. I don't know if this is good or bad. Sam's trying to light our guest.
David Jolly's here. How you doing?
Michael Blaxle,
Jolly.
everybody.
Mama, we made it! Yeah.
David Jolly here. Seth will be here. I hear tell.
Well, he texted me.
Oh, is he not coming now?
No, he said like hour before the show, he's like, hey, I never told you I was confirmed for Friday, but I'm coming in today. I was like, oh, okay, I thought you were. He's like, okay. Not here.
I feel like Jolly's coming for his job.
Yeah,
He's here on time.
Jolly.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks
Y'all
for being
hired?
here.
Y'all hired?
I mean, we're never hiring ever again. Ever.
Still fired.
Still firing. Actively firing. It's right. Yeah. But hey, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you for being on time, always being a pro. He got here early. He brought us shirts.
Gifts,
Yeah, he brought us some. I'll show my shirt. Got my winners.
Seth
shirt.
has never brought us a gift.
Positive, baby.
More wins. This is a positive shirt. Where can people buy a positive Jolly shirt?
www.thewinnersgroup.com. Shout out to Jenna Parker. She a BDM too. That's my partner.
Hey, I appreciate that. That ties into look. He
I don't
even
think we
tied
need
it
to-
into BDM Appreciation Week. Here comes Seth.
That's my partner.
Seth walking in. Oh, he's got his helmet. Oh, wow.
Party
He's
to
got
the
his
party.
Big dickhead helmet on. I thought you were selling your motorcycle. Oh, wait, then you got the new one. That's right. Then you got the new one. That's right. Sorry, I get all your midlife crises confused.
We're doing the show right
We're in the
now.
middle of the
We're
goddamn
live
show.
in the middle of the show.
You're ruining it.
Well, while he gets ready and drinks his, his protein shake, takes a poop, you can get through it. Are there any announcements that we have to?
Well, you mentioned it. It's the end of BDM Appreciation Week. We wanted to do something for all the BDMs. Samantha did mention that I may have been confusing when I originally
I'm
was
blaming
promoting.
it on the Mandela effect. I think people wanted to hear this.
Always blaming the black man.
Hey, I'm used to it.
Well, yeah. So, Streamline sponsored this.
They did.
Thank you to Streamline Mortgage Solutions. And they gave us a bunch of money so that we can buy as many thank you cards and ship as many thank you
Gifts.
cards and
Yeah.
gifts and gift cards.
Tip of the hat stickers.
and scratch off.
Scratch-offs,
And then buy some bigger gifts.
MetaQuest.
But we're only able to do around 1,500, and there's more BDMs than that. So not all BDMs are getting something. So I think a lot of
Hold
Look at the
on.
draw.
God
we
damn
couldn't
minute.
do it. It would
We don't have enough money.
Yeah, it would bankrupt us. We can only. I mean, we were probably $2,000 over budget doing what we
We
did.
were more than two.
If y'all need me to, the rest of the guys who don't get the appreciation packs, like the ladies and the guys, I send everybody dick pics if you want.
All
me.
right.
I'm just saying, I'm a team player.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You want to put out your number? So I do
Just
it.
inbox me on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we got a story about this because yesterday we decided to hand deliver the hot tub, and
it's a meeting. The first, oh my God, it's like a meeting of two superpowers. This is like Biden meets Putin.
And we told Jolly all about you, Seth. So don't worry.
Yeah. We told him. We filled him in.
Just the good stuff I heard.
Just because.
Oh, you the dude that beat up Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, you seem surprised. You seem surprised.
That was a good. No, I know your gym. My homeboy Chopper Reed used to train out of your gym. I know.
Miss that guy, man.
Chopper Reed, isn't that the Australian serial killer? The notorious Australian serial killer, Chopper Reed. This guy He's claimed to have murdered more people. And he eventually died of liver cirrhosis. Cirrhosis of the liver.
That's a real dude name?
Yeah, look him up.
I worked out at your gym a couple times. He used to drag me in there and be like, hey, man, get in a little shape. This is a dope gym.
Nice,
real dope gym.
Wow, look at that. Look, we're making
Ring
friends here.
endorsement.
Yeah, I really like it.
Now, the reason Jolly's here is we know you need a new Javier.
You're right. His name is Chopper Reed.
What's a Javier?
Look, my memory is back.
His name is Mark Brandon Reed, but they called him Chopper for his nickname.
He's
Chopper.
a serial killer.
No, his name is Robert Reed.
No,
we're talking about the serial killer.
Jolly, you're so cute. You're so cute.
I'm lying as hell. My bad.
No, you're good. Be honest.
So yesterday we decided to hand deliver the hot tub, and we had one Oculus that the BDM one that was kind of near here in Orlando. And so we were like, oh, we'll deliver the hot tub and the Oculus. And
yeah,
we'll
we weren't
record.
shipping that goddamn
Wait
hot
a minute.
tub.
You told me that all of the big gifts you were gonna guarantee that those were local.
I just did
joking.
the math.
That's a joke. Guys, I'm fucking around. That is not the case.
Don't joke. These people are serious about their goddamn gifts.
But I'm not serious about anything. And no, there were big gifts going out of state. Multiple. It was not big gifts are only local. But I saw that so many times. I got fucking mad about it. I'm like, that's not true.
Well, the majority of our BDMs are local.
Right.
So I just thought that's most likely someone that would be local. I wanted the hot tub to be in Orlando. We had to drive to DeBerry.
Goddamn DeBerry.
We didn't have to go to DeBerry.
So, I'm glad Seth is here to hear this because he will understand. Jolly, I'm not sure, because I don't know if Jolly has ever experienced anxiety, but
you and I were talking about
He
that.
said every day.
Really? We were talking about on Monday.
We took bets, and I didn't think you would either.
My anxiety's been going crazy, and I just went full racist on it, and I was like, anxiety's a white thing.
No,
Black people don't get anxiety.
I feel like it's culturally more of a white thing.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Maybe it's just talked about more.
It's a privileged thing.
I think it's a stereotype thing. I think stereotypically white people are weak ass motherfuckers.
Just say it's a privilege to have anxiety.
In order to have anxiety, there needs to be something to have anxiety about, which means normally you have more things.
I see what he's trying to connect.
Right? But I mean, I think we just don't face.
I'm trying to be woke, and you guys still aren't happy. I'm trying to be
You're asleep, bro. You're asleep.
That shit was deep though.
It's every human has anxiety.
That shit was deep though.
Don't encourage him, Jolly.
Jolly's just here for the fun, like I am. Let's just have some fun.
So, anyway, so before we leave, Daniel runs into the office and is like, I'm having a problem.
Yeah.
And then we're like, what? He's like,
you know what this is. You're the only person in here that knows this. Well, no, Tom's had it before, but you've had it more than Tom.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, I'm having a full-blown anxiety attack.
Yeah.
And what's weird...
You know when you get hot and you can feel your temperature going up, down, and you get sweat crazy?
I take the covers off me because I'm dripping sweat.
Yeah, you start dripping. Like, I can produce...
You were sweating in my car.
I can literally produce a gallon of sweat in like 20 minutes. If I just start, like, anxiety, you start dripping.
That come from overthinking too, though, right? You know what I mean? Like
it just your body's dumping a stress chemical and you can't help it. You know, so it's like
cortisol dump.
Yeah, people think that it's like somehow controllable or like, hey, stop worrying about so much.
Knock it off, you dickhead.
It is a imbalance of chemicals that is dumping in your body.
2 days ago, literally just looking at the phone, no problem at all, and this all of a sudden I just got this wave of fucking fear and panic just overcoming for no reason at all. Yeah. Looking at my phone, nothing, just scrolling through Facebook, and then all of a sudden I just start dripping sweat. Exact same thing.
Yeah.
Just fear for no reason at all.
That's exactly it.
So for some reason,
it's
anxiety is one of the only, like, you can call it a disorder, like it's a chemical problem where like you could laugh, or like society, because me and Samantha, like other people do, I think, laugh at people that are having anxiety attacks or whatever.
I laugh at my own anxiety and others' anxiety.
But you said it helps you, but
I wasn't laughing at his anxiety attack.
Well, I don't take it like that.
The circumstance in which happened,
dude. It's
funny.
funny.
It was so ridiculous that it was funny.
Well, like, look, I don't think it's. I mean, in a weird way, it's not funny when somebody running the Boston Marathon starts diarrheaing down their legs.
Right.
But I'll fucking laugh at it.
If you watch the whole race, people shit they pants on.
Me and Tom used to finish at when we went to the Monsters. We were so miserable at the Monsters.
It's the only good thing about it.
So miserable on our day job at the Monsters that we would literally watch people diarrheaing their pants. That was how we'd finish at our days.
So people, would they keep regular running and just shit?
At the end, their body's breaking down. It's a whole thing.
It's good at first. It's good at first because it lubes the glide, but then after it dries up and crusts.
What, shit? Something to do?
Yeah. It starts
you ever shit your pants fighting the motherfucker? I know you can kick some ass now.
Fighting
That's
professionally.
Jolly, that's the best question we've never asked
this.
This
man a real goddamn warrior. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I've done like bullying things where I've had people in triangle chokes and then like
and they shit on themselves?
Not shit, but fart, Billy Bass fart.
Okay.
Billy Bass farts.
What's a Billy Bass?
I didn't mean Billy. That's the Billy Bass.
So, anyway, so Daniel's like,
This motherfucker got some Billy Bass farts.
Full-blown anxiety attack. And
I was not in a good way.
Now,
Jolly, I was.
Called me, man.
You'll hear it on the ACT tonight.
I didn't want to pass this on to anybody. You can hear it on the video.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
When somebody else has it, it makes me feel better and calms me down.
But that's because
next time I'll text you.
You know another reason why I believe anxiety exists is when it's something you're very serious about and you want that shit to like hit perfect, and then when shit start like going overboard, like if it's a good show and this shit start going to a shit show and Tom start freaking out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's
but this is beyond that, John.
Perfection.
It's not even for a reason.
Yeah,
it's a stress dump, the cortisol dump, or whatever. For no reason. It's
I'm fine with mediocrity.
Me too. I just want to feel okay. But anyway, so I'm sweating, but we're leaving. I have all the gear. I have the bags packed. We're getting in Sam's car, which again, it's a little weird doing that. I don't want to spray puke her car.
So I'm no stranger to Daniel having anxiety. So usually it's one of those things where it's kind of like, all right, he can get through it if
we can manage it.
If it was someone else, like I think I would be more concerned. But Daniel it
would be harder for you.
Used to handling it.
It would be harder for you to manage Dog the Bounty Hunter's anxiety.
I trust that you have been dealing with it for a long time and you know how to get past it.
I'm just waiting for myself to die. I'm just sitting there like, please turn off.
So Daniel gets in the car.
Is that bad?
It's pretty bad, yeah.
It's
pretty bad.
He gets in the car and then he's like, I just chewed a bunch of aspirin because I thought I was having a heart attack. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm like, you're having an anxiety attack. You're not having a heart attack. He's like, I thought I was having a heart attack.
My left arm got tight, and it starts tingling. I'm getting hot. My chest starts getting that really, really tight chest cavity.
So he's in our cabinet eating aspirin.
Oh, I'm eating, and then they're getting all frothed up foamy. I get a big, old, little peepee dog mouth.
Jesus.
So
like a little peepee dog that fell asleep and hasn't had anything to drink for about 6 hours, and they get that jaw whip in the corner of their lips.
Now, we recorded an ACT. It's tonight's show. So if you want to hear this live,
you can hear it live.
Tonight's ACT. But anyway, so go deliver the hot tub. And then he's having anxiety the whole time. We deliver the hot tub. Then we get in the car to go deliver the Oculus on our way back to the studio.
I was okay when we got to deliver the hot tub to David, right?
Yep.
And then we got out.
When you got out, you seemed okay.
Yeah, when I got out, the breeze started blowing on me. I'm like, all right, we're by the water. I'm like, okay, not bad. DeBerry, I said a lot of bad things about you. I apologize.
That's a nice city.
It's a nice city. And this guy was, we hit this one. The rando dice hit the nail on the head. This dude had just, literally 10 days fresh divorce.
Not even.
Damn.
And we were
It was his 10-year wedding anniversary, but his wife and him separated like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
So they're not even divorced yet.
Not even 14 days fresh. And man,
at least he won.
Yeah, it was awesome. But then I started to feel better, and then we got the hot tub done. We took the photo, and then we get back in the car, and we start going to, stop number 2.
And then you tell Samantha, stop, I gotta get out. I have to get into the passenger seat.
I think I need to get in the front seat because
You were in the back this whole time?
I was in the back.
That was stupid to begin
Well,
with.
we're recording ACT.
Yeah,
so
I was
we
with Tom on the microphone, so it just makes more sense to be with him, to be recording. But yes, I thought maybe I was getting car sick from like sitting in the back,
So we're
That
driving.
thing for real.
We're driving down to deliver this Oculus to another BDM. And
By the way, Sam drives as paranoid as it's a fast. I mean, everything's what's that? What's that? What's that? Like when we're driving, it's like go fast, go slow, turn there. What's that? Like what's that truck next to me? Ooga booga.
Sam.
I thought I drove pretty well compared to the two of you motherfuckers.
Look, I thought
I've ridden with you guys.
Let's not get mad.
You guys almost kill me every goddamn time.
That's
You
not.
almost died.
That
you gotta
is,
drive,
that
though.
is
Offensive.
true, but were you not? I was like, wow, this is.
That was your anxiety.
I'm never affected by it.
Yeah, Tom couldn't care less.
I was.
I get so annoyed when I'm driving with other people.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, other people drive?
Don't you hate when you ride with a midget and then they don't want to sit on the fucking phone booth on the phone book? That fucking sucks. And you like, hey, little bitch, get on the phone book because it's gonna be better than you looking over the dash like that. Or y'all never rode with midgets?
I like how quickly Seth left.
Because I knew I didn't. Because I didn't say it. So
you like karate?
I would love to see like a midget karate league. That shit. Can you make that happen,
Yeah,
Sam?
yeah,
know who else would
Oh
like
my
to see
God.
a midget karate league?
You like midgets too?
I'll sponsor the whole team.
For
Yeah, I mean, I think they're cool. Yeah, they're.
Hey, meathead, you like karate?
You know they got the
Y'all-
shit called the cage fighting for the midgets. Y'all ain't seen it on your Facebook feed?
What's happening?
My
Too
bad.
many.
I'm so sorry.
You
I'm
got
so sorry.
M-word.
No, you're good.
M-word.
Oh, you can't
I think
say
he
M?
can. I think in trumps. I think in trumps him.
Highly proportion is the correct term.
So
Highly proportional.
as we're driving,
They're in proportion.
They're little people.
Daniel's getting sicker and sicker, and he's sweating, and then
pale.
he's getting pale, not
Yeah.
talking at this point. And I'm trying
I'm
to make
real
him
quiet.
laugh.
I'm real quiet.
And so we get to Bumby, and we're driving down looking for this BDM's address, right? And Sam's like, I think it's 1717 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And then we're looking for it, and Daniel's like,
I gotta get out.
he's like, I gotta get out, and like, do you want us to pull over? And then he's like, yes, I pull over. So we pull over.
There's
and-
not really anywhere to pull over there
No,
either.
there's no. I mean, it's literally.
Two
it's not like
lanes.
yeah.
It's a curb. I mean, like you're
Yeah,
not.
I pulled next to the curb, basically.
That's where you shit your pants at? When is some pants shit?
No, I didn't
I'm
say
following
that.
along.
No, it was
Okay,
a
my
puke
bad.
scenario, and so
He rolls.
he rolls out of the car, and then there's cars behind us, and
Yeah,
Bumpy's busy, and so
so I had to go.
So Sam had to just keep
She
driving
rolled out
right
too,
through.
man.
She just dipped out. You rolled out of the
yeah.
car. She just dipped.
I rolled
had
out of the
to.
car and then she stomped that 2.0 Volkswagen Turbo. Wow, like it took off. So then, but I didn't get up.
Get the
I went.
fuck out.
I went hands and knees through the grass. I couldn't make it to my feet, so I went hands and knees through the grass. But now I'm marching my hands and my knees and my
my
ankles through an big ant pile.
But in the front yard of someone's house.
Yeah.
And then I saw him looking back through the back window, and Daniel's crawling
I know.
through the front
I
yard.
felt so bad.
And then me and
And
Sam
then-
are like, oh my God, like we
He's
need
dying,
to go.
he's dead.
We can't leave him there. So then I see him just sitting on the.
Well, I took my hat off and I'm sitting on the curb and I'm brushing but I don't have a lot of strength.
But he's
I'm
sitting
Are you
with his-
hyperventilating? Are you like?
kind
He's
of,
sitting
yeah,
with his
yeah.
feet out
Exactly.
like a baby.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your feet straight out like a baby.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm
I
sitting
wanted to
like
see that.
I'm sitting like the little tramp. I'm sitting like any street kid would
Yeah, yeah.
sit and be like, ah, shucks.
So then Samantha's like, she's like, I don't know what this address. She looks at her phone and she's like,
I
oh
was
shit.
off by like one number. Yeah.
I was off. I'm looking for the wrong number. It's 1704 or whatever. And
He's at the haunted house.
and then we're like, that was back there where we
He's
left.
at Old Man McGillicuddy's house.
man McGillicuddy.
She's like, I think that was that back there where we left Daniel. So we turn around, we go back down Bumby, and we see Daniel sitting there with his legs out
And
still.
I got my legs out,
And there's
hat
a-
off, and I'm sitting there now. Now, granted, do you want me to tell what happened?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I brushed the ants off me. By the way, the motherfucker bit my right foot.
Damn, you had them ants on you?
Oh, they got my right foot bad. But it wasn't what I was concerned about. I didn't want to puke, but I knew it was coming. And I don't know. I'd eaten a blueberry muffin, but I'd also had two
pink ladies,
two Diet Mountain Dew Sparks. I love them so much,
Jesus,
right?
dude.
I think I gotta be done with them.
And aspirin, so you got all that.
And my
bubble in your
aspirin,
stomach.
and my
definitely
fiber
shit
pills,
chip in
and
it.
my vitamin.
And your fiber pills.
Because it was like
Those come into
3,
play.
Nice.
2, 1, and it was like, whoa. And oh man, it just came out as a pink. Like Kirby from Nintendo. It came out like a pink Kirby, and he just.
So he pukes in
I'm
this person's
shaking.
front yard, and then when we turn around and come back, all of a sudden we see a guy with tattoos and a beard rubbing Daniel's back.
Yeah, he's rubbing my back. So I hear
And
this
I go,
voice.
"Oh, no."
I swear to God, I'm like in that weird place. I know Seth
Was it
knows.
angelic?
Yeah.
Was it angelic?
Yes, I know Seth knows this feeling where you're just kind of like out of it, and you're just like, and you're kind of like. You're not gonna pass out, but you are gonna pass out.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
in
I've
this
never
weird
puked
like
before, but-
pass out purgatory, and there's somebody rubbing my back, and he's like.
Jesus.
Hey, Dan, are you gonna be okay, buddy? Are you okay?
and it's the BDM.
It's the
BDM.
It's the guy.
Get the Oculus.
It's the guy.
Daniel puked in
In
his front yard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right in his
What a
front
gift.
yard.
What a gift.
And
Well, that's good.
And Sam got it in the picture, but it looks like I was eating little sausages.
it
Yeah,
was
you should have took a picture of it.
bright pink.
Yeah.
It was a bright pink pile with what looked like little Smokies in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? Little Smokies?
That's
And you're
fiber
like,
pills.
That was your fiber pills that had absorbed
And
or
expanded.
expanded to
Yeah.
little Smokies hearts.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not healthy.
No, it's not healthy.
And
I don't
Tom is
think
like,
they're
why
not-
the fuck is it bright pink? And I
First
goes,
of
those
all-
goddamn
Yeah,
pink ladies.
Pink ladies.
Pink
Oh,
ladies.
you don't take
Yeah.
fiber pills. You take fiber powder, and it's better.
Well, the
for it.
powder's in the pills.
Yeah, but it takes a long. It takes
The one I got
your
to
body needs to be
mix.
correct to digest the pills in order to release the fiber, but your stomach doesn't have that. Hence the fiber.
The one I got to mix up in the water
yeah,
and drink that.
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I
Oh,
take. When I take the
man.
pills.
Metamucil
I
is
got
pretty
the one
good.
straight from India. It's a really
Oh,
good
well,
one.
I don't want to drink. That's just straight doo-doo powder.
No,
They
it's
turn
good.
into big Smokies in your stomach when they absorb. Anyway, he puked in a BDM's front yard, and then we gave him his Oculus and, took off.
Yeah, we gave the guy his Oculus, and then he was like, "Well, I'm just glad I was here. I'm a nurse."
So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was actually made me feel a lot better.
Yeah,
that
that's dope.
there was a nurse taking care of me while I was puking in an ant pile.
So Jolly, you do get
I'm a
anxiety
fucking embarrassment.
all the time.
I don't think it's been to that level, but I get to a place within myself, and then I most of the time it's when nobody's around, and I'm just like overthinking shit. And it get to the point where it's like I be thinking to myself like I want to blow my fucking head off right now.
Oh wait, hold on! I don't do that.
Uh-huh.
I don't really get to that point.
No, I'm
Just
saying what
watch
I
some-
get.
Just watch some midget karate. You feel better.
No, I'm just saying.
There
I
it
think
is.
I think
That's you can't say it.
Best
I'll
friends
let
for
Jolly
life.
say it.
because he said
I
it.
think I hold things in way too much. Like that's healthy. What you're talking
What
about?
puking? I don't know.
I'm just saying you let it go.
Yeah, I don't think
But
puking
you let it
Mountain Dew
go.
is healthy at all. I think we have a
You don't. I understand.
Whatever-
You don't keep
whatever
it. You
you
don't
got
keep it
going
in.
in-
You let it go.
Yeah.
You're physically, you let it go. You don't hold it in.
And I think that's like a lot of things like how we say we men or whatever, and you hold stuff in. Like I really want to go and get a good therapist because there's a lot of stuff that I want to say.
Mine's moving away.
that I don't have anybody to say it to. Not even the person I say I love. You know, I wouldn't even tell that the stuff that I want to say to that
Wow,
person.
man, Jolly bringing the deepness.
My bad, bro.
No, I like it, man. You're
Well,
multifaceted.
say it here. That's
Yeah,
what Seth
can you
does.
say it here? Say it
I
to
have
Seth.
a degree in psychology.
Really? You a
Yeah, he
psychiatrist?
does.
No, I'm not a psychologist, but I could be a.
Well, you a damn
I could-
psychiatrist.
I
You
could
got
be
a
a
psychiatrist.
I could
You
be an
just-
elementary school counselor. Yes, I could.
Me
be.
not psychiatrist, but if
I could be in
me.
elementary school.
It's a psych-
I don't think you should do that at all.
What?
You should stay away from the children.
Well, I mean, like
Speaking
My
of
karate
kids.
kids are the best, well-behaved, disciplined.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
you
to
yell at them.
You got the chilling too.
Yeah, what?
By the way, I'm
Chilling,
virtually
the kids,
certain
the
The
cheering.
kids. Oh yeah. I
My
my
bad.
karate
I'm
school.
southern as hell. I'm sorry.
anybody
that's
could
right.
be an elementary school counselor, right?
No,
Yeah.
only
You don't need
certain
it.
people can do it. And type people like me.
I know.
you need a college degree of any
it's
kind, right?
easy. You look
But them
at it, you're
little
like, oh, this
kids.
kid smells like weed. I'm calling DCF.
Those little kids are the crazy ones.
Yeah, they smoking the weed.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of elementary school, so Jolly and Seth, I'll ask both of you guys.
Uh-oh.
How good are you guys at spelling?
I'm probably the greatest of all time.
I did not expect that answer. And I love it.
I'm definitely the GOAT.
Christ,
I'm
that
definitely
was
the
You're
GOAT.
the goat at spelling.
Yeah, I'm awesome at it.
I would bet against the
Fast as
greatest of
fuck,
all
boy.
time.
Listen, I only use. I like to go in and out. It's like a
What,
roller
I'm
coaster.
spelling? I go in and out of spelling. Sometimes I'm into it, sometimes I'm out of spelling.
With ignorance, you gotta have balance in ignorance.
Yeah, I go in and out of ignorance.
We're talking spelling.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What y'all
Like-
want to spell like
No,
Doogie
no, no.
I can spell Doogie
Doogie, high school.
Hauser. Doogie Hauser. Man, you remember Doogie
Hauser, not Hauser. Doogie Hauser.
Doogie Hauser.
God, what are you, Bernie Mac?
Y'all don't remember Doogie Hauser?
That's a weird word for you to come up with.
some of that milk and cookies.
I don't even think that's the hardest spelling word.
Doogie Hauser.
Doogie Hauser.
Sound like my dad.
Y'all don't remember Doogie Hauser?
I remember Doogie
I do.
Howser.
It's just odd that you brought it up as a spelling word.
What do you want me to spell? Doogie Hauser? No, sure.
Can you
Spell that?
spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
No.
Those,
I bring it
you're
up-
just being silly.
Jolly, I bring it up because I can't spell anything. And so
A-N-Y.
no. And so I used to just think it was because I talk about it on the show, whatever. It's I can read. I always said I can't read, but it's more I can't spell, right?
Yeah.
So then I would bring it up on the show, and I always attributed
I'm
it
not
to
a good speller, but I mean, I can with
this
with
is
spell check. I do
Yeah,
pretty
spell
good.
check helps out.
I do
I'm
good.
embarrassing bad. Like I don't even know what grade
Well,
level
you don't
put on it.
care.
Yeah.
I know how to properly use they, there, and there, and there, and then and then.
No, I know those things. Like I'm talking about
Sure.
spelling words.
It's two thens. It's only THEN, right?
Oh shit.
Then.
Or then.
Now
Oh,
you've
then.
done it.
Yeah, I know the difference.
Now
Okay,
you've done
okay,
it.
okay.
So no, I only bring it up because I used to think, it was Miami's education. It was, maybe my mom didn't with the
Don't
spelling.
blame your mother.
I don't know.
Have you ever considered that maybe you are not smart?
Yeah, that's what I attributed. And then I was like, it's stupid.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I ask
all right.
myself
No,
that all the
I said-
time.
I said
ask
that.
it every day.
I was like, well, I'm stupid, right? Whatever. Like I can't
I'm stupid
spell.
too, brother.
And anyway. So it didn't care. I was like, well, I'm 40, whatever. It doesn't
Who needs
matter.
spelling?
Who
Yeah, who
needs
needs
it now?
to- yeah.
I'll
Especially
die.
now.
Man
with
owns a business.
Yeah.
Spell checks and stuff.
Exactly.
That doesn't help him.
Although I will try to spell words that spell check doesn't even understand
yeah.
and never
You have
even.
to and you have to change the sentence.
They call
that's
that the
called
porky
porky
pig.
pig in it.
Yeah.
I change the word usually. Anyway, and I don't remember how
I
to
do
spell.
that all the time.
So I just said I'm stupid. Who cares?
Okay, all right.
What y'all trying to have a spell off?
No. So my
could.
son Tommy has been getting F's on his spelling tests,
It
right?
rubbed off.
Probably doesn't care.
And
Just like you. Don't care about spelling.
I think it's something genetic, but I don't know what it is. And
Yeah, it's
Do
stupid.
you
gene.
practice his vocabulary words with him?
it has nothing to do with he's good at reading or whatever, but he's horrible at spelling. Like it just doesn't compute in his head. Like I'm like
Interesting.
And he says, we ask him like, Tommy, you can't get F's. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't spell it. I can't do it.
He said that?
Yeah.
Did he sound like that?
He gets
Giving
A-
up is the most fun you'll ever
But he
have,
gets
right?
he gets A's on everything else.
Like
spelling
so science is good.
Yeah, A's everything.
Yeah.
Like he can read fine, and then
Hold on,
he
that
cannot
sounds, That
spell.
almost sounds like selective spelling. to me.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Max can do it. It has nothing to do with how much we're working with him or what he's learning. They go to the same school.
Maybe you should look into it though. Like I'm not being funny. Like maybe he's like dyslexic in that.
Maybe he's
area.
a midget.
You know what
Maybe
I mean?
it's just like,
I'm like, what is it? I don't.
compute to him. You know what I mean?
It's something.
Jolly is a better father than you are.
It's something.
I got a 6. I got a. He's 17 now. He pretty cool.
You got a 17-year-old?
I just never put none
Can
of
he
my
spell?
personal business on social media. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
people
blame
fucking weirdos.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's just me.
Can your son spell?
He's way smarter than me.
Yeah, it's like it's something wrong with me. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I gave it to him though.
can he
Yeah.
pronounce things? Can he say
Yep.
Yeah, don't he? I
turtle,
don't-
not turtle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything else seems, and then his teachers don't seem to care, or like
Okay,
it's not
let
a
me
big
ask you
deal
this.
for them.
Have you-
and it's something wrong with it. I gave it to him.
Have you, told him that, have you projected that, oh, you can't spell, you got that from me? Does he know that?
No. I mean, it's not a.
Okay.
It's
They
not.
don't hate you.
It's not something.
No,
he's not making
it'd be
it
the
up.
opposite.
He's
It'd be like,
trying.
yeah, I'm like that. It's cool. It's fine.
No
You know,
excuse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now until he's older, he's like, my dad did this to me.
He might if you say that to him, he might say, hey, because all kids want to be better than their dad. You feel me? Like not.
They'll never be better than me.
Of course. Like, you gonna make sure of it. But you know, like mentally,
I think Jolly's right on this. Yeah, you got to challenge him.
It might challenge him more to be like, I can't spell too, and he gonna be like, you know what, Dad, I'm gonna break this.
Yeah. He might be right.
It's a mental thing.
No, I understand, but it's not for lack of trying or for lack of practice.
You just can't do it.
It just doesn't make sense. Same thing with me too. It's like doesn't make sense when I go to spell words. I'm like can't do it. It's weird. It's
I'm trying to think and nothing happens.
Yeah, it's like
I could
math.
try.
It's like math for me. Like math was never
Oh, you don't like math?
Hate it.
I liked algebra.
Absolutely hated
And
it.
statistics.
Like hated it more than I've hated most anything in the world.
Really?
Just I'm more of a word guy.
People don't understand math is so simple because it's like the formula is never gonna change.
That's true. It is.
All you're doing is putting in other figures in math.
It's the language of the universe, man.
Oh, look at these guys rubbing it in.
I'm a nerd.
Yeah, we got two mathematicians on the couch.
Did you guys see the Mike Tyson video?
I did.
Did you see it, Jolly?
I ain't watch it. I seen him like this here when he was. I was like, this is bad.
I enjoyed that video a lot.
They're watching the guy.
Yeah.
Did you see the other video? The guy that he was
aftermath?
punching, he was fucking with Mike Tyson the entire flight or the beginning of the flight.
Yeah, I saw it when he was messing with him.
And now you should never turn to violence in any aspect when someone's just using words.
Will
you know, but. This fucking guy behind him, he was drunk and he was just talking mad shit to him the entire time.
I haven't heard one person say that they think that Mike Tyson was out of line.
Although legally he's gonna have to.
He's gonna pay.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, so whatever the lawsuit's
Even
gonna be,
older
and all that
people,
shit,
like I had an
He
older.
must have thought that shit was worth it to beat the fuck out of him.
I had an older woman mention it to me. Actually, one of our ladies over here at Publix. I'm not saying that to be mean. She's just an older cashier, and she was like, "Oh, this Mike Tyson thing." She was like, "You know, if somebody did that to me, I think I'd punch him." You know, I'm like, I think everybody thinks that the guy that got punched is a turd.
He deserve it.
Yeah, and you know what it is too is the guy that got punched. He was he looked to be in his mid-20s.
He looked like that White Claw
late 20s.
influencer.
Yeah.
Who's that White Claw influencer that has the spiky blonde
Jake Paul?
hair? No,
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
He's not actually like sponsored by
No.
them. He just made funny videos.
But he looks like one of these guys have a unique look where they look like skinny blonde influencer, and like when I look at you and I see how you're making your facial expressions, I'm like, I know why you're doing this.
Yeah. He wants Mike Tyson to punch him.
Trevor
But that's
Wallace.
crazy. It got to take a lot, like to be a fighter. Period. Like when my boy Chopper was doing his thing. Like we'll go to the hood clubs because we were young back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he'll go out there and he can completely like, no matter like I know you fight, so I'm gonna try you. You feel me? And like you can be disciplined to that point. You got to do a lot to make a fighter beat your ass.
Yeah.
Because you're just a mortal. You're a mortal.
I think the guy was banking on the fact that Mike
Yeah.
Tyson's legit, and there's no way he's gonna kill me on a plane. So I'll just get beat up a little bit, and he did.
And also,
crazy.
it seems like because of this kid's age, maybe he only saw Mike Tyson in the fucking Hangover, and you know what I'm saying? Like he sees old man Tyson.
He don't know who he
He's
is.
80s badass. Like
Not
we
the
all.
1980s Mike Tyson.
Like,
exactly.
nobody would ever fuck with that guy.
That's like the
He might have
stupidest shit
gotten right in the
ever.
seat.
Yeah, it could have gone way further than whatever. I don't even know what that guy would do.
What if he would have like ripped the plane off and went raw like the Hulk and threw Buddy out the window?
Like-
That shit would have been great.
I mean, it
That would have been way better video.
would have been for a good video. Yeah.
They, although it's like we all said, like, hey, Mike Tyson punching this kid, like he deserved it, but he's gonna have to, whatever. I don't know if he has to face criminal charges, right?
I would imagine he will.
press
no,
charges.
because they were in the Mile High Club, so legally they can't do that.
They're off Earth.
I know. I think. I think that in that particular.
They off Earth, motherfucker.
The off Earth defense.
yeah.
All
I
right,
would try to do that. Off Earth defense.
let's take a break,
Okay.
and let's come back and do some news,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll do some dump them out after.
This is a good time, man.
Yeah,
Y'all having a good time?
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. We
Nah,
were just
thank
trying
y'all,
to think
man.
of combinations of stuff that we've never given people before. for like sort of like a BDM appreciation week. It's like we kind of like are trying to be all hands on deck.
Man, I just love being here, bro. You know, y'all my folk, man. Y'all family, y'all kinfolk. You feel me?
We feel the same way. And thank you again for our shirts.
Come on, bro, for a show.
The name of the band is Ann Arbor. The name of the song is Letter in a Suitcase. This is my pick of the week. It's a really, really cool the way they play with dynamics on this song. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
This like some 80s shit.
Oh, yeah. Check this out.
This feel good.
Don't think that you're to blame. My rules ain't gonna change, and I haven't changed no one.
That is the Slackers. Nobody listening. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Sam's here. Jolly's here. Seth's here.
Yes.
Want to do some Seth's news?
Yeah, let's do Seth. I can't say that. Seth's news. Seth's news.
99 MRIs, trying to prove he's gonna die. The CT is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo with an attack, but the Russian won't call him back. And we all forgot
The
about
Russian,
that
I forgot
fight.
about the
Just
Russian.
won't prove
Did you beat up a
how
Russian?
he's gonna die.
I do have
Yeah, he beat up that ass.
I've actually been trying to reach out to find
It's
it.
a Petrocelli with your douche bro news.
Why would you try and find a lady?
Because no, nothing to do sexual. I wanted to make sure she's okay with all the stuff going on with Rex, the rest
Me hope your butthole okay. You
All right, man. That's cool. You bang that, then you making sure she don't die because she Russian.
You know, the new show I'm going to start producing because I'm going to start becoming a star maker is these two motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, that'd be the
Oh, do you
shit.
guys want a radio show?
Yeah,
Yes.
You want one?
Start all the
I'm
of course
dead
I
ass
want.
serious.
I
Write
I
that
wanted
down.
one forever, and it just
I got the time.
We're going to do
didn't
it.
turn out okay.
Okay.
D-Rug's going to be mad, though, because remember, he goes Remy, Tuttle,
No,
D-Rug, Jolly, and now Seth.
Well, D-Rug Jolly was the first show, I promise.
Right, the winners.
Then it was Tuttle.
Then it was Remy.
I never promised Remy.
Okay, Remy was never promised, but did
Maybe
you?
I did at the
I
beginning.
think you did.
I think you did in the beginning.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Well, maybe Remy can produce their show,
All right.
and then D-Rug's Man on the Street. Because he didn't
That'd be
D-Rug.
pretty
D-Rug.
easy.
What's D-Rug doing now?
He actually he's a GM. He's
Yeah,
about to,
see, he's gonna have to split his time. I knew
well,
he had. Like,
he'll
Sam and I-
find the time.
But I mean, like, he's gonna have to split his time. Like, what are you doing? Well, you got another job too, or no?
I work for myself. I do this, and then me and my buddy we buy and flip these houses. I mean, I know it sounds crazy.
Solar?
You
It is
probably
solar?
thinking it's some bullshit, but nah. Now we buy houses. Like I just came from Largo 2 days ago. There's a house down there. You gotta like actually do the physical work.
You know how to do tile?
Yeah, I don't do all that.
Oh, write that down.
I'm a hustler, man. No, I'm a hustler.
He could be our handyman for our Airbnb.
Yeah, I can actually
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
A jolly
And
good
I-
handyman.
Last time I got
How
a
are you at
handyman-
hanging pictures?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that ain't nothing. I just put a little level up.
That shit started over top of me while I was sleeping. I heard it creaking.
No,
It was like-
no. Crystal fixed it.
Do y'all book it a lot though? Y'all book it out?
Oh, we book it out. You want to book it?
Nah, I'm gonna probably do some weird shit in there, man.
No, come on.
Just because it's y'all.
Why would you do it?
Just because it's y'all's.
No,
there's-
that should be the reason not to.
I will fuck a midget or something.
No,
and record it.
stop with the thing. Stop saying that, please.
Oh, I can't. Little person.
Yeah.
Damn, you can't say that for real. That's like offensive.
Yeah, like I'm just.
You can say
feeling-
dwarf. That's just as funny.
No.
Dwarf?
don't
What
say
the
it,
fuck
man.
is a dwarf? You mean a dwarf?
Dwarf. That's what I said.
You said dwarf.
Well, dwarf the dwarf.
Well, I can't even say the sponsor. Go ahead and start with the news. I'll say the sponsor for
Wait,
you.
is it this
literally
one?
the scientific name
No,
is
he says
dwarf.
no.
the sponsor is a little-
Don't say it. No.
The sponsor, a little person.
No. And we'll say it at the end. All right. First off.
Really? You did say that?
All right, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, come on. No.
All right. Did anybody talk about the monitor lizard yet? That story?
The monitor.
Monitor.
Okay, you'll
lizard.
know if I say. Okay, good. I'm gonna go with it then, because I just want to make sure. Because every time I say something, oh, somebody did this. Or
Well,
hey,
we were
somebody
actually
did this.
thinking about eliminating the whole news aspect of your bit.
Probably smart.
Well, we got another idea.
I didn't want to shake you
want-
up,
You ready?
but we had
I
another
mean, I
idea.
enjoy it
we
late
like
at night
having
doing
you.
this as I sit in bed. read things and in between my masturbation and panic attacks.
Hey, that's what I do. My God, that's exactly what I do. Because sometimes the only thing that'll calm you down when you're like, oh my God,
have you ever
it's very hard to get hard though. It's like it's like a
sometimes you got to soft through. You got to power through the soft.
Yeah. So you've tried to masturbate while having a panic attack?
Oh yeah,
to
always.
see if it helps. Yeah, but it's like friggin' stroking a
Yeah.
spaghetti noodle.
So you like that's like me.
You're having a
and I can't
seizure.
tell from That's what you sound like rolling out of the car, probably.
Oh man.
All right. What is it?
All right. Camera footage from the Maharashtra Forest Department showed four men lurking around the forest and trespassing into the tiger reserve.
Oh wait, Joe Rogan covered this. No, that's fine. But I
don't listen to Rogan.
No. It's
Me
brand
neither.
new. This is yesterday, so this
See,
is brand new.
thank you.
I'm just validating.
Actually, this is the one from a few years ago, and these guys
Yeah.
copied. I'm just joking. It's good.
Well, no,
anyway,
the story is brand new though. I know that.
yeah, no, it is. Damn it. Okay, so the four men that were trespassing onto the reserve, they have been arrested after one of the accused phones was discovered to contain a video of them gang raping a Bengal monitor lizard in the tiger reserve.
Damn, they fucking
in India. They raped
You can say it.
and ate it.
Oh my God.
what?
In addition to the video,
Well, you
showing-
can't. I mean, just to be fair, you can't eat it and then rape it.
Well, you could probably do it at the same time. You could have it. It's not.
I speak his language. You jolly and I are right
So what else? What they also found photos. They found photos of porcupines and deer on the phone too. I don't know if they were fucking it, but they had pictures. So maybe
they
were
fucking all kind of animals.
Maybe they're
Here's a
taking
porcupine.
pictures.
What
Imagine
is it?
fucking a porcupine.
No, I can't. It's not even.
I know.
I can't even.
Where you think they holes at underneath, like the belly, or
Where there are holes.
like the porcupine pussy? Where that porcupine pussy?
How big is a monitor lizard?
Okay, Bengal monitor lizards can grow up to 5.5 feet long.
Wait a minute.
And
that's
weigh
me.
almost 16 pounds. A whole whopping 16 pounds.
Oh.
So
it's
they're
like
small, skinny
16
little.
pounds?
Yeah, that's it. Just 16 pounds.
Oh, that's weird.
But 5.5 feet long, so they're long.
I've picked up a lot of turtles from the
Okay.
street
I don't
because
know where this is going.
picked up a lot of
I picked up a lot of turtles. I like turtles.
so
I can't spell either.
the Crystal constantly finds turtles on the side of the road that are crossing the road or whatever. Like
stupid ass turtles.
and she's like, "You gotta save that turtle," so I have to get out of the car.
You
and
don't
go-
have to.
and-
I'll still argue that point.
And then I have to pick up the turtle and then bring it across the street or over to the bushes.
And
or
then I
whatever.
like that it immediately turns around and does it again the other direction.
And well, my point being, every time, even like a medium-sized turtle, I pick that shit up and it freaks out, and you feel how powerful its arms are. It's not like it starts trying to run away, and then it start trying to claw my back of hands, and it's just
It didn't consent to you picking it up, Tom.
Well, it's freaking out, and it's a powerful animal.
And you're not even fucking it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How the hell is that even
it's
possible?
4 guys. You know
But still,
what I mean?
are they that a fucking gigantic lizard will be freaking out? Like 4 people holding it as it freaks out, and the
Yeah,
guys
that's
raping
Yeah,
it?
but it's only
Yeah.
16
Oh my God.
pounds. I don't think it took them.
This is a terrible story.
I don't
Why are
think-
we opening with this?
Well, like there's other stories of like people. We've heard the HR stories about guys fucking chickens and fucking pigs. To me, it's like fucking anything that's that small is like weird.
Oh, for sure.
You
Well,
know,
it's horrible
Animal abuse,
but also
yes.
you're
Yeah,
a
it's
crazy sicko. Like
Yeah.
what the hell? But my point being, how is it even possible?
It's not.
It seems impossible. Like,
Are you sure they think
Are
that?
they? Did they pretend
Maybe
to do
they're
it
not
as a
fucking
joke?
it. Maybe just killing it gets
Maybe
them
they
hard.
maybe they just got the head in.
There is porn that has
Yeah,
hot
maybe
women
they just got the head in.
kill little animals. That's a porn. It's a thing.
Yeah, no,
I don't remember the name of it.
No,
yeah,
there are.
it's like hot women naked crushing and stepping and killing.
Oh my god!
No, I've heard of that before too.
That's like a fetish,
like sick fetishes.
That's some weird shit.
And I feel like, and what if the guys were just like, what if it turned them on, and then maybe they were just masturbating, and then when they saw the video, they're like, these guys are definitely fucking this thing, and the guys go, no. We are only masturbating.
We are only masturbating.
Yeah,
to
we are
this
not
lizard,
fucking
sir.
it. We're not animals. We're just killing it and masturbating.
No one's fucking this lizard, sir. We are masturbating.
I like your version better.
What was the end of the story?
The lizard is fine, and they had their babies, and they're now married.
No, they ate it.
Well, they ate it, but no, for them, they're.
Look, I'm not eating my own.
They got arrested, but they made bail.
You think you wouldn't have left the cell phone of the guy video? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't need that memory.
They go back and watch it. They're sick fucks.
Yeah, you gotta watch it again.
But they left it there. That's how the police found them.
They wanted to be caught. Somebody stopped me from doing this again, right?
Yeah.
It's subconsciously, maybe.
It just seems like you'd be like, hey, you remember that phone that you recorded this whole thing? Like, let's,
Do you think one
I don't think they left the
phone.
phone.
Shit.
They did?
I don't think so.
No, when they arrested,
saw them
they found
it. They looked at their phones once they got arrested. Them. They
Yeah.
saw them on CCTV footage.
Yes.
Do they? Okay, there's obviously one guy that's going to be like, look, man, I just held its tail. I didn't put my penis in it, right? There's going to be one guy.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a
right?
tail. That's why I don't do crimes no more, because I'm a tail.
What do you mean?
I'm a rat. I'm a
He's
snitch.
a tattletale.
Oh,
He was in here fucking the shit out of that goddamn lizard. He had his whole dick in that lizard. All 7 inches was in that motherfucker.
7 inches.
7 inches of dick. It was going back and forth.
It's in Malaysia too. I don't know what kind of punishment they get. They'll probably stone them to death.
Not as bad as like if you had a
that's a
joint
real
or
thing?
something. There's always
I
weird laws
guess.
over there.
I guess.
Next story. Sir.
Yeah,
All right, next story.
They stone people to death for real? I'm sorry.
That's more of like a
I'm pretty
Middle
sure
East thing, right?
They cut their hands off and stuff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What
They
the
they
fuck?
whip people in Malaysia.
You know what? I'm not going to comment on what
We
they
should
do because
probably
I don't
bring-
really
Yeah.
know.
My friend lives in Singapore. He says they have if you throw gum on the floor, they cut your tongue out. Okay,
No,
they don't cut your tongue out.
they cane you.
They don't-
They
yeah,
do. Yeah.
They can't
What's
get
a
it.
cane you? Like hit you with a sugar cane?
Yeah, it's like a
Well,
stick.
It's like a whip. A big. It's a hard whip, right?
Yeah,
a
it's
hard
like
whip.
it's just like getting hit with a piece of bamboo.
Yeah. It's like my shanai I do to the kids at karate. I hit them all the time.
For real? All right.
Not as
Those
hard.
kids
Not
gonna
as
be
hard.
fucked up in the head, man.
Nah, they're gonna be disciplined.
Next story.
Hey, somewhere else from overseas. Malaysian cosmetic guru. Her name is Anis Osman. She's only 19 years old. Is due to give birth to her first child with her entrepreneur husband. His name is Weldon Zukelfi, and he's only 20 years old. In late March, and will enter a 100-day confinement period. What a confinement period is, it's a traditional practice that sees a woman limit their movement after birth in order to reduce the risk of postpartum complications to help rebalance hormones. Nice, right? So as reward to the man for his help during this period, the 19-year-old Anes surprised her husband with a brand new Lamborghini Huracan Evo and shared the video to TikTok. It is like a $240,000 or $250,000 car that
Is this
she
like
bought
a
him.
push present?
A what? Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Kind of like a men's push present for what he did to.
So
It's a reward for his help during the period of her having to rest and him like having to like.
Oh, so he hit
Get
that
him-
thing for 100
get him-
days.
they
get
call
him-
it a confinement period.
I've
Confinement,
never
yeah.
heard of that.
And
Well, it's in Malaysia.
so is that some sort of like old school like sexist practice of like, hey, they get a little crazy after they have the baby.
Lock 'em up.
Put them in the confinement period while they're crazy. You can let them out in a couple days.
Yeah, let the demons out of their butt. They got demons floating out of their ass.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like, right?
Well,
It's
you got to lock them in there for 45 days until the spirits leach out of their assholes, and then
It's like some old school thing where they don't understand like how chemicals in your brain work and postpartum depression and stuff. Like keep them locked away while they're
put them in
crazy.
the tower. Yeah,
So basically, he ain't hit that thing for 100 days, and he got a Lamborghini for it.
yeah.
Damn.
I mean, he might be able to bet. I think the guy has the right to be like just whatever he wants to do and just I want to have sex right now, and they have.
Oh, so he can just go in there and run that thing on him?
No, I mean, not like lizard style, but
What? So who got who the Lamborghini?
The girl got the guy because the guy is going to be taking care of her for a few months. So the girl got and she also said that also because he has to put up with her and the baby and all that stuff. Like it's just a reverse type of thing that I wish.
Yeah, it's like a
was.
reverse Bush present.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's like when like
I had the baby.
It's basically me just wishful thinking that that's how it would be.
Yeah, it's like Seth's sexual wish list.
Yeah.
So it's like if Crystal had Tommy, and then after she's like crying for a couple days, and then she's like, "I'm sorry you have to put up with this. Here's Lamborghini for your troubles."
Yes.
All right.
Pretty
again,
awesome.
it seems like some archaic, crazy, sexist, third world country type of thing, right?
Yeah. Is Malaysia that third world though?
Yeah, I think
Is
so. I mean, I think we can assume it's different than what we deal with.
Well, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? What's a second world country? You ever heard of a second world?
Yeah, bring up a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is considered second world?
Yeah.
I would say if you're not a superpower, right?
Like Mexico, maybe.
Bulgaria, Czech Republic,
We'll just
Hungary,
look it up.
Poland,
Bulgaria.
Romania.
That's a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like,
But
would
no
you
one ever
really
says
wanna go
second
there?
world.
It's like, would you choose? Would you rather go to Bulgaria or Malaysia? I probably would go to Bulgaria right before I go.
Bulgaria.
To
Really?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's nothing in Bulgaria. I have no idea even where it is, but I feel like
I don't know.
Sounds
no,
Germany.
to see Malaysia sounds.
You're just
tropical.
all about the Eastern Bloc ladies.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
like that style.
Next,
you like the Eastern black ladies?
Yeah.
Not Eastern Black ladies.
That too.
Charlie's killing it today, man. You like them Eastern Blacks?
Eastern blacks are nice.
You know what that
What is
means?
that?
Block, Eastern Bloc.
Who knows what it means?
Do you like really, really dark black women or
Me?
light black women? Or
This
you
girl-
don't care?
I like red bones because it seemed like for some reason
You can't say that, man.
What do you say?
Yeah,
red
you say that.
bones.
No, you can't say red bone.
what's a-
Lighter
rainbow?
skinned.
Oh,
Just say lighter skinned.
God, am I gonna get canceled?
No, you're
No,
you're
no, you're not going to
I
get
ain't.
canceled.
I barely make any
So
money
you like
doing
the you like the lighter ladies.
But only when them cheeks clapping. Like when I'm clapping them cheeks.
Have you ever? You ever done that talk? Yeah. You ever clapped them?
Would you agree that you'd rather have shape over size though when it comes to ass? Shape over size. Like if it's big and
Telling you this
cute-
podcast has legs.
Damn. Shape.
Oh,
definitely.
good. We're
Because
same.
that shape, that thing could go brah, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a whole lot,
I don't know what that means.
Tom knows. Tom's right.
I don't know.
if you got a whole lot, you got a whole lot of
Popcorn
size.
parts.
That whole lot of size ain't the same as when that shape right and that thing like, drah, drah. You know what I'm talking about?
Again, I think I do. I think I it means
Yeah.
a thing, right?
It's
You're-
dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing?
It means a
Dancing.
block. Blow, blah, ta, ta.
See, if you
But
got
are
a
you-
whole lot of size, it's just brrr, it's everywhere. And it's like
What
I
is
can't
that?
control
Wow.
it. Them cheeks, baby, them cheeks.
It's like
dancing.
a tsunami ass going everywhere.
Yeah, it's them cheeks.
But what do you mean by everywhere? It's just right there.
Booty,
No,
booty,
but
booty,
it's going
everywhere.
booty everywhere. That's
Yeah.
the perfect song for that.
All right. Next story, Sam.
Yes.
All right, this is just baffles me how this would happen. But a Florida teacher was beaten and hospitalized after an attack by a 5-year-old student.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's got to be false. I beat the shit
NBC,
out of kids.
NBC News. A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last
Can't
week
say
after
this
she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving the teacher dazed and unresponsive, officials said Monday. The unidentified instructor was found by first responders sitting on the ground against the wall and appearing to be in a faint state.
Wait, that's what I
Kinda
was
like you-
doing in
I
front
was
of
just-
that
I was just
listener's
about to-
house.
I was just about to say.
That listen.
You say it's impossible, but I've met some weak ass adults and some strong ass 5-year-olds. You see what I'm saying?
Five?
yeah.
No, five?
I know. Five?
My buddy, the Wizard's son, he is like an athlete.
He's
like,
a lean wild boy.
He's muscular, similar to also Maisie, like Daniel's daughter. Like she's an athlete too. I saw her like on the jungle gym at my house with Tommy and Max, and she's doing pull-ups, and she's more muscular than either of them. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't get that from working out. She got that from genetics, right?
Oh yeah, I mean she does dance, but it's not like she
Lifting weights.
No.
You know.
The victim was late 30s, early 40s,
That's
and
embarrassing.
5 feet 4 inches in a slender frame.
Okay, it was a little girl then, right? Like a younger.
DJ Santana,
right?
His
30
kid, pretty.
Is a man.
Pretty,
the
like,
teacher?
tough.
Oh, I was thinking of the child. The child was a little boy.
Are you saying the teacher was 5'4"?
Yes. That's what it says.
get.
Is she an old lady?
No, younger. Late
No,
30s.
30 to 40.
Late 30s.
No,
late 30s, early 40s.
think.
Your age.
There were certain people that we knew. I don't want to be disrespectful. We had a coworker that had a wife. That maybe we talked to him this week, and she was very dainty. There are people that when you see them, they're slight. They're like 5'4". I could make an argument. You could be a woman 5'4" and just be bony,
100 pounds.
Yeah, or less.
Yeah.
And literally, my doctor actually is very slight, like to the point where I think if I pushed her over, I'd kill her. You know,
This kid's a psychopath.
I'm
sorry, I'm reading into it. This is the third time he's attacked a teacher, and like one time he actually knocked over a bookcase and pinned the teacher under the bookcase.
My God.
How the fuck
I wonder
he keep coming back
I wonder
to
if he's a
school?
Right?
big fat kid, like really big.
I don't know.
has
I thought
weight
they only
to
did that in the movies where you
Yeah.
pull the whole bookcase down on
Yeah.
top of the
Hell
bed.
yeah.
I would love to
I
see
like
that.
that movie.
They still have bookcases like that still in school?
You're supposed to anchor those things down. IKEA says so.
Also, the news, media, and stories, they report as a 5-year-old, but he could be a month away from being 6, and that's a huge difference from
It
like
is.
being the beginning of 5-year-old and 6-year-old from having that
Yeah.
age kids. Like, you are way bigger at the
different.
beginning, and so right before you turn 6.
I'd also
he
like
could
to point
be,
out that 17 to 18, way different.
they, although still kind of embarrassing, you let a 6-year-old.
Well, she hit her head. That's what happened.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he like jumped on her. She got knocked down, hit her head.
The old Bob Saget.
Damn.
So, what do you do?
They said the kid is not likely to get prosecuted against because they say he can't distinguish right from wrong.
Well, that's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in a public school.
No.
He needs to be in a special
school.
Yes.
He needs to have a mask on his face, probably.
Although if you don't have the money,
Or the kids with the helmets.
like
Yeah, they need help.
that's the sad part. It's like if you don't have the money to go like some private specialized thing, then you go
Oh, you're screwed.
Yeah, you're fucked because like could you imagine the government free kids that have
Oh my
emotional
God.
and problems or whatever? There's so many different types of emotional problems you could have. How the hell are you gonna have just put them all in one class together? And then how are you gonna help them?
Well, you have some friends that do like very or upper level special needs teaching,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, but-
and those people are saints. I mean, that's the
problem with. I'm sorry, not to cut
go
you
ahead.
off, but
Go
that's
ahead.
the problem with the public school system. There's kids that are dealing with different type of emotional and like disorders.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like they just throw everybody in there. Like this ain't no fucking circus. You know what I mean? Like
they have no money. Like
Yeah,
there's
exactly, exactly.
We don't have enough money to build and put like into better programs to actually help kids. So they put them all in one place, and it sucks that they can't help them.
and just wait for 12 years till somebody leave out of the system.
Could you imagine the teachers? And that's why Daniel, like the saints that teach the kids with all these different type of problems that probably need individual help, and they have no money or whatever. It's like, hey,
I am
help
one
all
of those
30
teachers.
kids. What?
Every afternoon, I teach the class for the troubled youth.
Well,
So
hold
every
on. You're a
school-
volunteer. You're not a
Hold on.
lifelong
What do you
educator.
mean?
Hold on. Every afternoon you teach troubled youth.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays for 1 hour.
This how you shit in Gatorade bottle. Step 1, take off top. Step 2, put on anus.
You do it like
You got to
like
get it right
Mr.
below
Miyagi?
the anus. If you get it too close, it'll spew out the sides.
Hold on. So tell me about this.
For 2 hours
So
a week.
do you walk in, your hat backwards,
No,
you take the chair, you put it in reverse, you sit down?
All right, cut the bullshit.
Like Dangerous Minds.
They bus them to my dojo, and I teach them for a whole
Mr.
hour.
Smoke in the moolah.
And then
They can't afford. Obviously, they can't afford it. So the city, I guess, is paying for it. I gave him a good deal.
Hold on. Well, that's a city giving you money.
Yeah, hold on. This is like
I'm getting paid for it.
hold
So
on.
helping them.
You're not volunteering your
I'm not
time.
volunteering. Teachers aren't volunteering either. They're getting paid.
Yeah, this is just taking government money.
Well, I'm taking my money.
Well, not really. I think like some of them kids, like if let's say you got 100 kids, and let's say like if 10 of them pay attention. They need that thing right there that day. I mean, we joke about it, but
And
like,
they need it for sure. Like,
you know what I
and they
mean?
love
Like, hey, sensei, and they like, hey, sensei, hey, bro. I'm saying those sensei.
Oh, I have no idea.
But no, they need that. But that's how they know how to communicate.
Yeah. They learn discipline and
it.
whatever.
Yeah. I had to. They learned to not throw toilet paper rods in the toilet and flush it and overflow my toilet.
Oh, did they do that a couple times?
And then
Sometimes you gotta
then-
fuck a kid up though.
No, you don't.
Then Seth gets the check from Orange County once a month. Sweet government money.
Yeah.
It never goes away either.
Does your- does
Even
your
if their boss
girlfriend
babe breaks
help?
down,
Tracy
they-
helps.
Does
It's
Tracy
it's
help
me,
out?
Tracy.
Javier?
And no, Javier's not. It's afternoon, so he doesn't
Javier's
come in
gone
the
now.
afternoon. I get another woman that comes and helps out.
Another
Who-
woman.
Yeah.
Jolly,
That's-
that's the way to get paid. You get those government contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, I was-
and then because the government, they don't even care what they don't want to save money.
All
It's not
you
their
gotta
money.
do is build it as if though it's beautiful. What I was doing
Write that
is
down.
it's a what is it called? I was gonna do like a comedy thing, but I wanted it to be serious for troubled youth. Cause there's a lot of troubled youth that's in the hood that just like crack those and they're like, my baby's so funny. But I don't want it to be where I'm stealing money from nobody. I don't really give a fuck about stealing money, but I want it to be somewhat
Legit.
legit.
Well,
You know what I
let's
mean?
get a van or bus, and then
Okay.
and
The
then
van cannot have windows on it.
we get bus them to Seth's gym. All the trouble.
Yes.
And then
And
I
Jolly
tell
Denver.
jokes on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
I tell jokes on the other side.
yeah, it's like
Wait, so it's
No,
like,
to-
it's like a
to and from the
it's like
dojo, he
the
can tell
worst
jokes
bang
to
bus ever.
Like, it's like bang bus.
Jolly
with
does
jokes.
So
comedy.
Jolly pulls up. He's the driver. He gets all the kids in the bus, no windows. He's driving them, to the jungle while telling
But
jokes.
you got to drive too, and you have to do the headset mic like they do in Disney World.
Somebody
So you,
definitely going to jail.
we can't
Yeah.
we can't pay for the driver and you.
Yeah.
You got to do both.
So you have like one of those like
Yeah.
wireless
Oh,
mic.
Britney Spears mic.
Yeah, the Britney Spears mic, and then we'll have that wire that's a tape deck for your CD player. And then and you'd be like, talking to them, and you could tell jokes while you're on the way to the jungle.
Yeah.
Backstreet
No, it's the
back,
dojo.
all right.
Or so you could sing Backstreet
You think I
Boys.
should do like some type of a like a choreographer?
You could do some choreography. Yeah.
Choreography.
what-
Choreography.
Choreography. Yeah.
Choreography.
There you go.
Next story though.
Okay, so this story I did because I wanted to get.
Oh, they call it the Jolly Trolley. Everybody in the chat room is on board. We got this. If you want your son or daughter to sign up for the Little Gorilla program and jump on the Jolly Trolley,
Don't put my goddamn name on it. I'm going to jail. I know there's some type of way some jail involved in this.
Pull up in front of your house.
We'll just make sure we wrap the van in douche bro wrap. It was blood,
blood all over,
blood everywhere.
Hey, white man with blood.
White man with blood everywhere.
Jolly Trolley.
Hey,
blood
get in the
moon.
blood van, motherfuckers! Get in the blood van, bitches.
No windows.
You load your kid up there. And Jolly telling
Have a
jokes.
good day, camps.
Hey,
He gonna be fine. We gonna karate chop some shit, you motherfucker.
Say what you want about the blood. The kids, when they walk out of my dojo and they see my car, they're like, "Sensei, we saw your blood car yesterday. Sensei, we saw your blood car." And I think that's the coolest thing.
I know kids think
And
it's
what
cool.
do you get a
That's
little?
why I did it. I told you. Everybody
You
did it
get a
for the kids.
little
Did it for the
excited.
kids.
You're like, oh, they saw my blood car.
No, I said-
I still got it.
Usually I say, "You want to hear it?"
Oh god, so sad.
and then I like rev my engine for them. And they're like, "Oh, cool."
So weird.
It is weird,
No,
right?
it's not. I enjoy.
Sam,
like,
I'm
their
sorry. You
thing.
were surrounded by weirdos.
I know.
I
Weird-
mean,
it's weird for me to
Rick-
want
Rick-
kids that be happy.
I think I'm the most normal person
No,
in this room.
no,
right
you're
now.
not. You're not. You're not the most.
I mean,
normal.
not
Because
besides
you would be
Sam.
sitting shotgun with me doing the same thing.
Next story, Sam.
All right. No Men Allowed Club is coming overseas again. This is to Manchester next month as part of a nationwide tour.
The irony, Manchester.
Put it together.
You didn't think of that?
No, I didn't. I'm not smart.
All right, next
According
story.
to the company, there are 4 women. The club is 4 women by women and have a strict no men policy.
Wait a minute, it's like FUBU, right?
The company's aim is to provide a space for women and transgender people to party safely, and has now been running for some time. I guess they do it all over the world. They open these clubs and do that. according to the company lineup for the who cares about the DJs? I said the story because how would it be if it was completely opposite? Didn't women in the 70s, 60s rally against men-only gentlemen clubs? And
we still have a little bit of that now.
Where?
You know,
a lot of any clubs that no women are allowed.
I mean,
anywhere. They didn't rally over one gentleman's club. They rallied over the entire world thinking the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was to change the way the world thought, not just, like, you could have a all-men's club right now and no one give a shit.
I mean, those still going on.
I was going to say, there are still
versus all the Elks Club and shit. They probably say they allow women, but
that's exactly.
Some do and some don't.
No, that's exactly it. They say they do, but they don't want women there.
Yeah. Those are and the women don't want to go to that shit. Like, it's fine. I think nowadays no one really gives a shit.
I don't.
It's no, I don't give a shit either. I just wanted to.
No, I see what you're
saying. Stir up some controversy.
I think it's 2022, and there's still a lot that needs to be changed. But for the most part, everybody's in their own, doing their own shit. And I think it's, But
I do think you should be able to, like, if you do want a men's club and it's a men's club, I'm okay with that. And if ladies want their own ladies-only club.
People got upset when we started the Side Chicks
page. They did, and I don't understand why, because it's just ladies
BDMs,
only.
But it's only ladies.
Yeah, it's only lady BDMs. If
can I get in?
You can
I literally just said it's only women.
But you can surely...
No, I thought it was like for side chicks, like babies want to like, they want a little sugar.
Bro, you can identify as whatever you want and get into anything you want.
How y'all feel about identifying as like the people identifying?
I'm glad you asked. I've been dying to. I've been wanting to open this up all show.
Wait, look, the dudes.
Hold on, let me take my jacket off.
Not dudes.
This is for the Seth and Jolly Show podcast.
It's the Seth and Jolly Show. You've never heard conservative talk like this.
I mean, no, like I want to be.
And then they run for office and they fucking win, right?
Yeah, probably.
Then my Uncle Randy's like, I'm not sure if I like this or not.
No, but
what they're talking about, I like
the girls,
but I don't know.
The girls who used. All right, I'm gonna say it right.
I don't think you are.
We haven't said anything right.
Jolly, let's not say
Jolly. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know.
Say it to something here.
You don't talk.
Say it to me off there. I'm like, yeah, bro. You're right.
No, I don't agree with you. They beating them little girls the fuck up.
What?
All right, let's take it to the break. And we'll come back with some dump them out.
Oh, we're already dumping them out, buddy.
No.
All right.
We'll reset.
Somebody said back to lizard fucking quick.
This shit getting weird or something?
Yes. No, you're good. Everybody's fine. Seth mentioned kids. Oh, there's some kids singing. There we go. We'll be right back.
I like chilling, man.
Oh, babe, keeping me company. You're never far, but you're not nearby.
That's Mean Jeans twisting off a cliff. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Daniel.
I'm Tom. Let's do some dump 'em out.
All right, buddy.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump 'em out and play. I wanna see your topics. Ooh, I wanna also see your bottomics.
Injured on the go, just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. All right, Sam, what do we got first here?
We have Dan's review of the Air T&D.
It's fucking awesome. I stayed there last night. I went to a comedy show at Celery City. Sabrina had asked me, she's like, hey, she hit me up and said, hey, Leslie Joe and Etchy are doing pardon me, a comedy show at Celery City. There's some guys from Daytona that are going to be out there. Come out and hang out. And it was at a time when nobody had booked their T&D, and I'm like, I'll be the first one. I want to be the first one. So I picked that date, and then some people obviously came and got to.
They came all right.
Well, you know what? They didn't. That place, it's so fucking nice, man. I will definitely do it again. I wish that I'd done it on a full weekend where I could have stayed out later because I still get anxiety about being here on time. I want to be here early, pick my music, get everything ready to go, and be a professional. But, man, the comedy show at Celery City was great. I got to see some secret stuff that they're working on that they'll be opening up very, very soon that you guys will really, really enjoy. The cleaning person that we have that you worked on, she crushed it. The place is phenomenal. And whatever hand soap you got, I need to know what hand soap we bought or your wife purchased because it smells like cologne. And it is lovely. And when you wash your hands with it, you end up smelling like a fancy guy. And I got a compliment at Celery City. Somebody was like, hey, you smell really good. It's the hand soap your wife bought for the Air T&D.
I'm glad
the Air T&D fucking rules. I am not overblowing it. I'm not exaggerating. You want to know what I did? I didn't go crazy. I did it a little bit more laid back dad style. I had a terrible day. I had anxiety just straight like butt fucking me hard. So what I did is I left the studio a little early. I went home. I got my Nintendo Switch. I drove directly to the Air T&D. I parked the car. I went inside. I got on comfortable shorts. I set up my Switch on the big, glorious TV. Thank you for not cheaping out on the TV and getting a beautiful TV. I fired up the oven and put it. Some BDM had put frozen pizzas in there. Might have been Corey, BDM Corey.
Yeah,
I put
a
frozen pizza in the oven.
What kind of pizza?
It was a Red Baron.
Nice.
Delicious Red Baron. Yeah, he didn't cheap out either. It was so good. I just sat there. I played Nintendo. I ate, and then I walked down to the comedy show. Oh God, it's fucking awesome. I had a great time.
BookAirTND.com.
Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. And Chigardi said he definitely jacked it in there.
No, come on.
I did not.
You ain't jack it one
when are you
time.
gonna let me
Not
go
even
stay?
once.
Damn.
Well,
You asked me last 2 weeks ago. You're like,
well, we don't need the promotion anymore. Because at the beginning, now the listener.
I mean, you could book it.
No,
because you're going to be in there and you're going to be.
Not
I
gonna
saw
do
the jokes.
Anything. I won't poop in it. I promise.
I saw the
definitely
jokes.
gonna take
I mean, I might, but I won't.
Why don't you book your girlfriend, your OnlyFans, and do maybe we'll
sure.
book
You
it
got
for
an
shoots.
OnlyFans girl?
No, I don't.
You got a girl that's on OnlyFans?
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
real.
okay,
It's
sure.
real.
Yeah.
You want it?
I
You
got
want
a login.
Yeah,
wanna
what's that
log it?
login?
You wanna
Oh, yeah,
log- I
I'll
can't
show
give
it
it to
to
you,
you,
but
yeah.
you know what? I can't turn it off either.
Just give
It's
me-
still charging me.
I think that's you're
Is
not
it
supposed to
good?
do that, right?
I mean, it doesn't show everything you want.
What,
It's-
share your
it's
login?
some
Netflix
It's butt and
doesn't-
boobs.
not supposed
It's
Oh,
like
she like a lot of butthole play.
no. Unfortunately, not as much.
He
as
wants
I,
that.
Not as much as I.
Not
want.
as much as
It's tasteful.
tasteful butthole
It's,
play.
I guess.
Artistic.
Yeah, it's artistic butthole.
Butthole play must be tasteful if it's done right.
play. How do you do it?
I like it when the lady puts her whole hand in her ass.
No, okay, it's too far. You like that, really? Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
too
kinda
it's
hot.
too
Oh,
much.
bitch.
Is that
They
too
got
much?
little hands.
Yeah. But why do you like it? I always wonder why people like that. It's like
I'm just
the
weird.
it's more of a stunt.
Yeah, the
right?
fisting
It's like-
is more like
that's kind of weird. I don't
The
know.
fisting's more like, and if you get it into an emergency, you can put a grapefruit in there. Like, why do you need to know that?
All right,
Why
what's
you
next?
need a grapefruit in there?
Sorry, I got distracted there.
Sorry, Sam.
Old Enough on Netflix. Have you guys seen this show?
Is this where they get little kids to do weird things?
Yeah, they have kids as young as 2 years old that are going out on their own and running errands.
It's like
by
an Asian show,
themselves.
right?
Yeah, I believe it's Japanese.
So, because in that culture, they like the kids grow up faster, or they, it must be a thing,
I
right?
You should watch it with your boys.
I didn't
and
know
bully
why.
them and tell them how they're babies.
I
and
know.
they
Yeah,
can't
but
do
you
this.
used to do this. You could have been on the show. It just would have been redneck versus Asian. You're getting in your mom's van at 12. You're driving up there buying cigarettes and driving back. I mean, right?
Yeah, but that's not 2 and 5.
Damn.
Like,
yeah.
Ain't you from Miami?
Yeah. I was the only redneck down there. There were me and a couple other people.
What part of Miami though?
Kendall.
Oh, and you really like got in your mama van and was driving like that?
Yeah, well, go up to get her cigarettes at the farm store. It was the 80s.
I like that.
It was the early 90s.
That's hilarious.
So,
Oh, that's Jolly looking at Seth's girlfriend.
Ooh, that little baby hanging.
what's that?
I don't know what that is. Is that a pussy? Was it me?
You know what I'm
Those are
saying?
the
She got a
cheeks
lot of
clapping.
ass on.
Yeah.
She got
Oh.
them cheeks to beat.
It's
Cheeks to
brah.
beat.
Trying to find a
Brah,
picture.
brah.
You ever hit it wrong?
Speaking of buttholes, there was
I hit it wrong every time. I ain't gonna lie.
Every
I'm
time.
just joking with you, bro.
No, I hit it. No, I don't usually come.
He doesn't. You're speaking his language. What do
yeah.
you mean? You don't need to apologize to him.
So
Look
why
at how
has-
he's got a fucking hard on right now.
Why has this show never happened then? Because I think this would be probably the greatest show.
All
The
right.
Seth and Jolly show? yeah.
We got to get.
We'll
a
produce it.
little person.
We'll put it out there.
Yes.
We'll put it on the internet.
you
it's
can't-
out there.
No, we need to get a woman who agrees with our misogyny that's okay with it, so that way we don't get blamed for all.
Tracy.
Oh, Tracy's totally cool with it.
Yeah.
She deals with it every day.
And she's a prisoner, I think.
And she's cute. You put her on
She's
a
a prisoner.
website, and you're like, and then you
Like,
can do the old
you know.
radio stuff. You can be like, Tracy's down right now at the where she at? She's at a T-Mobile store. She's jumping on a fucking trampoline. You can drive by there, spray whipped cream in her ass, and you can sign up to win $1,000.
What if Seth and Jolly bring 90s back to
Yeah.
real radio?
Yes.
Because it's
left?
it's not the 90s anymore. No. They don't do any of the stuff. Like when I was on the radio, it was straight up, feed underage girl, not
We'll be
underage,
better.
but
We'll be
under 21-year-old girls
Yeah.
alcohol and get them nude.
It's better than whatever's on late radio right now. I apologize if they're your friends or whatever, but like,
Well, that's us. We're
no,
we're the
Hey,
We are.
You know
the
what
way
show I
radio.
like?
it's
I ain't listening in a while, but I still fuck with Jim, boy. Jim got a good show.
Jim
Yeah,
Phillips.
Hell yeah. No, not Jim Phillips. That's the other white man.
dirty
Jim
The
Colbert.
other
Jim
white-
Colbert.
Dirty Jim.
Dirty Jim. Yeah, you nasty motherfucker. You know what I was talking about.
I checked you.
Well,
I
I'm saying
checked you.
back-
Don't trust these white devils.
Yeah. Nah, hell no. Don't
snake
say
in the
you would
grass.
never be that.
I'm a white devil.
You
wanna
my
do our
brother,
own show,
motherfucker.
Tom?
You're my
Me and you?
brother.
Next one.
So there was a BDM in the BDM group that asked
Yes.
if he was the only one that stuffed a wad of toilet paper in his BH before he went golfing.
Because he was trying to get in
Well, not
front of the,
inside.
he was trying to get in front of the
Yeah.
doo-doo oil that you always talk about. And I was fascinated with this thread. This is the BDM thread of the week. I've read this thread more than anything I've read on the internet this week, and people were actually taking it seriously, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
And they were weighing
He wanted honest answers.
because I did say no. Look, I said I'm fascinated with this.
This
no
was his
judgment.
way to combat like swamp ass.
Yeah,
But
I
he's not
said
stuffing
this.
it inside.
yes
He's
in his butt crack, in his
Well,
hole, on the hole,
On the hole, in
On
the
the hole.
cheeks.
Well, he just folded it and put it between his
He
cheeks.
said
No.
wadded a ball,
wadded a ball.
The wads don't work. People don't understand.
place it
folding
over
is
the
better.
butthole, close the cheeks.
Yeah, and then he plays with paper between his cheeks. I think that would affect
He's
your
got to
swing.
wear briefs, right? Because if you're wearing boxers,
It falls out.
It could fall out.
And it
Yeah.
affects your swing. You can't do. That's gonna fuck with your swing. You
Maybe
want to be
he's used to it,
comfortable.
though.
That's true.
he
practiced that way.
accommodates.
He could
Yeah.
practice that.
So
way.
what was everybody saying? They all do this?
Dude, everybody had a different style. There were 1,000 different answers. Everybody's like, I use this, I use that. It was the new sit stand. I was blown away.
Was there wadded up majority, or was there
a
anybody
lot
folding?
more waters than I
That
thought.
makes no fucking sense. Dude. You
Seth-
guys wad it when
Seth,
you wipe?
tons of waters. Oh no, this isn't wiping. This is
Even still, you still fold it so there's more surface area.
I don't
and you
fold.
place it in
I
between
wad.
so it goes around.
I'm a crumpler. My dad was a
Oh, you
folder.
mean
That's
like
wrong.
just roll it?
Yeah, just crumpled
Yeah, I
up like a
just roll it
savage.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are savages.
Well, you're talking about the difference between wiping your butt and
Doesn't
going
matter.
out with a.
Well, one is wiping and one is
Isn't
I
it called
guess,
like a man
one
pond?
is walk wiping.
It's still trying to do the same thing. You're still trying to get the much surface area covered as possible.
You're trying to get the doo doo off you.
Thank you, Jolly.
Well, it's a preemptive
Somebody clip
strike. Like, you're doing it so that your oil you don't get swamp ass.
Right, because
Okay.
it's the sweat, and then I'm trying to be serious here. I think your butt is leaking a little bit out, and you're getting sweat because your cheeks are moving, and then the water mixes with the oil, and then it leaks out a little bit, and that's why you get the doo-doo oil.
Again, this is why water parks are disgusting. Because
Yeah.
everybody's got.
Poor Saint
I
smelled
just,
like the
I just
entire
added
front
water
door.
parks to my Disney pass.
Yeah, I put out of sight, out of mind. I put my head in the
Yeah,
sand.
same.
How
Head in
mu-
the sand.
You have to.
Head in the sand.
How many of these guys
No.
forget to take out their toilet
Oh, I mean,
paper and
kids
then
in
they're-
general are just disgusting.
Head in the sand. It's the same reason
They
I
don't know
still
how to
use,
wipe their ass.
I
think
still
it's-
use a hotel remote for the TV. I got to put it out of my head.
There's this,
I say Chungus dad's more disgusting than the kids
I
as
don't
far
know.
as duty
kids
goes.
are, kids are gross. I have a doo-doo story real fast.
I agree with Tom because Chungus dads eat all kinds of crazy shit. Kids
Yeah.
only eat lame ass shit. Mac and cheese comes out sort of like mac and cheese.
one kid went into my instructor back home, Cape Coral, who comes up and tests all my students, my Shihan.
Yeah, the guy that your
who
mentor.
Daichi's father.
Right.
Yes. So anyway, I had a kid in class, had to go to the bathroom. Kid went in the bathroom, came back out, was punching the whole time, wouldn't open his hands. Even when we do open hand stuff, he kept his hand closed the whole time.
Turd in his
He's
hand.
like, he's like, what's in your hand? What's in your hand? Wouldn't tell him. Finally, he's like, big piece of shit. He's holding on to a piece of shit.
You will be ready when you can snatch the turd from my hand.
Went into the bathroom, and it was
Hey,
all over
shit-topper.
the walls.
Poo-poo Miyagi.
Shit-topper. You will be ready.
It was on the walls. It was on the walls. The kids smeared it all over the walls.
Why did you do that?
I
Fuck knows, why did the 5-year-old
I declare ninja war on this dojo.
So
did he write?
in Japanese kanji? Yeah, he tried to do kanji on the wall. and
Yeah,
it
he
didn't-
tried to declare war on the dojo, man.
It was kakaji.
are these one of the Orange County kids?
Yeah, is this a Tom and Dan guy?
This is a Lee County kid. Just as bad.
What, I don't know if my sons would try to
I
hide
did
their
it
own
when I was
doo-doo.
little, so I kind of understand.
Kind of understand. You invented that move.
I mean,
You're Mr. Turd in the
I
hand.
wipe doo-doo on the wall.
Oh,
a
you
little
know,
bit.
but shit on the wall.
Why?
I don't know, because I remember having it like
What you
wiping.
mean? You like to wipe shit on your wall?
I don't like doing it. I just did it. It was on my finger.
This a
and
real
instead of
thing?
being a good human and washing my hands off, I was just like, this is so much easier. And I went like this.
It's not easier.
And I
Come on.
Yeah, and
That's
I
a
used-
white person
I
thing,
had,
right?
I had like poops, like lines on the wall.
That's definitely Caucasian.
Yeah,
I ain't the one to judge you, bro.
It's-
If
it's
you
a-
like to wipe shit on the wall,
it's a
that's your
cocky.
shit.
It's a cocky Cajun.
Cocky Cajun.
Tell us about the weed wedding here.
I don't know a lot about it, but Andrea was in here earlier and she said that there was a wedding where I believe it was the bride and the actual
Caterer.
catering service laced all the food with marijuana.
That bit
Yeah.
was fatty.
That's fucked.
Yeah, there's
Isn't
a
that
9.
fucked up?
That's so fucked.
Andrea
up.
said there's
so the
a
I know
bride
it's a
was in
good-
on it?
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's
then
fucked up.
I'm surprised a catering company would
Right.
do that. Like they're
Liability.
well,
for
I mean,
sure will be out of business now.
Can I
mean, that's
remind
poison.
everyone there are stupid people in every profession?
Yeah, it's true.
You got to be real dumb to put your whole.
The bride and the caterer were both arrested.
Good.
it looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you get arrested for poisoning someone's food or whatever it is.
It's
or
happened in
contaminating-
Seminole County, guys.
You sent this to me, right?
Yes.
So
That's local, really?
Here,
Wow.
I got it right here.
Yeah, it is
And then
local.
Sam says there's a 911 call we might be able to listen to.
Yeah, that's what
here.
I sent you.
Oh, here
I
it
haven't
is.
listened to
That
it
would
yet,
be
so
me.
I don't know. But
Okay, here it
Imagine
is.
not knowing that you're high, because I'd freak out.
Fire rescue.
Okay. That's the whole call.
They always have
It
to
is the
cut
whole-
out this part.
That's
They
a
got to
good
give them
ass-
that. Yeah, because they're giving like the
good ass
information
Hold on,
out.
let me
Hold on.
bitch about something for a second.
Okay.
Why not just cut the entire audio out and start from where
Right.
you can start from?
I know.
That the Channel 6's news editors, like, don't beep it. Just cut that all. They have to legally.
Here's why. No, I don't think it's a legal thing. I think that because so many different body cams, footage, files have been redacted, edited, you only get bits and pieces. They're trying to now give you everything to be more authentic.
Open.
Like,
So
so
to,
it's not
so
like
to
cutting
take out
anything.
so to take out the pertinent information, which is probably the person's address and like their full name, but you need to leave the time in there so people know, yes, there was
didn't mess
actual
with it?
31 seconds. You know,
right,
it's
right.
stupid, man.
It is.
I know.
Well, just for the internet, just like cut the beep out.
All right, let's see if this continues here.
No, start it over.
Yeah, she's standing.
Right.
Okay. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We're just at the wedding. Me and my girlfriend were talking, and
We felt awesome.
I feel weird. I feel like there's some kind of drugs in me or something, and I don't know what's happening.
It's got to be a setup.
So
What do you mean?
I can't explain.
You think there's drugs in you?
It feels like
Poor guy.
I know.
or
I know
an
exactly
allergic
what it feels.
reaction maybe to some food, but I don't remember what I've eaten. I've had a
So
few drinks of
fucking
alcohol,
right.
but I've never
It's
felt like
such a
this.
painful
I've never
feeling.
felt like
It's funny because
I know because it's
you
not
know
good
he's gonna
as
be
weed.
fine,
yeah,
right?
but like that's what I was
No,
going to talk
I
about.
know
feel-
you can't swallow
But
your
I
tongue.
do feel bad about.
It's hard. Oh yeah, because
Can you
imagine-
please send an ambulance to come high
He
five
sounds
me to
young
death?
too.
Yeah, dude.
Like
you
you
know
give it to
that
the
it was
old,
bro.
old people, like
Right.
Listen, I've had a freak out before on edibles.
I love the freak out.
And I know. Well, Daniel taught me to ride the lightning.
You got to ride the freak out.
But
What's the lightning?
And
You got when you're freaking out, you got to go to a mirror or
You
something.
take too much THC.
and you look into the mirror and you're like, I can control this, and you can. You'll
I
be
went
like,
to the mirror and I didn't see myself. I saw a 12-year-old Seth.
that's
it was literally like I was a little kid looking at myself.
Maybe
Like,
I
I
was
had my-
weed?
Were you listening to
Fucked up.
Welcome to the Jungle where we got fun and games. We got everything you want from alcohol to cane.
No, but that was
There,
going on in my
that's a
head.
present to you, Melissa.
Some people, they
ladies
just
and
can't
gentlemen,
handle it.
Blaxle Rose.
Wow.
I love it. That's a good song.
It is a good song.
I listen to that like every time I date a new girl. That's the first song I play.
You put,
And then I
Welcome
jerk
to
off
the
to it. I'm like,
jungle.
Just think you're insane.
Is that the
That's
ass
on it.
again?
That's on it for me.
But it is like it's fucked up if someone gives you weed and you don't know about it, you start freaking out because you start panicking that it's some other
Right.
drug. But still funny when you hear someone high and freaking out, and because you know there's nothing gonna seriously
I
be
want to
wrong
say,
with
do
you.
they say anything else? I just want to
Lasting
say.
psychological effects.
It feels like something's happening, and I don't know what it is. So
Doesn't it sound like a teenager to you?
Okay, how old are you?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Hold on.
41.
He's got a baby voice. He's got a baby
Fucking
voice.
kid, man.
It's you.
Holy
I thought it was a
It's
teenager.
fucking Tom. It's Tom. His baby Tom.
It's business, baby.
Me every night around 7:30.
I know
That's
that
happening in
woman,
my head.
I know the woman asked that question because he sounded like a little kid.
Right,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought he was a
Now,
teenager.
were kids there?
I don't know. I've been trying to
oh,
read all the
man.
different articles about
Like,
it. I
how-
don't see anything
I
about
feel
the ages.
guilty about laughing about this
Because if
some
there's like
kids,
children or elderly
No.
people, there was one that said a woman told officials that her daughter became ill, but it doesn't say how old
Yeah,
the
if
daughter
it's
was.
kids, that's way fucked up. Elderly people, I'll be like, okay with it. Yeah, but if it's kids, I can't even be.
I
So
mean, what
what-
age kids?
What did it's interesting to me that there was multiple adults in on this decision,
Right.
And,
Nobody said not a good idea.
yeah, and like did they not know what THC does to you when you eat it? Like, did they?
They
Wow.
probably thought it was going to be funny.
Okay,
Maybe they thought it was like CBD. Like, was it a misunderstanding?
This is kind of like Ari Shaffir and Bert Kreischer. Remember that story where he got dosed? Two comedians. Mommy Cray Cray in our Twitch chat room says this happened to my husband. First time at 47, friend gave him an edible, and then another 30 minutes later, it was horrible.
No.
Yeah, because you have an anxiety freak out. That's what. Again, though,
Yeah,
it's
don't be doing
It's
that.
funny
man.
because it's not dangerous, and you're just having anxiety. But for the person, they are
It's
freaking out.
terrifying.
I keep
And
saying it doesn't have things, but that affected me when I had my first freak out at like 15, 16 years old. I was fucked for the next like 5-6 years because I like recalled that feeling in my head, and I did it, and I replayed it, and it made me fucked up, man.
I know.
What do you mean, like a freak out, like a marijuana
A
freak
marijuana
out?
freak out. When I first smoked weed when I was a little teenager,
Yeah.
I had a big time freak out, and I've had
and that's crazy.
3 episodes of it.
PTSD.
Yeah,
People don't really realize they like marijuana is a light drug, but like I remember the first time I smoked and I really got high, I was at Jones High, and a motherfucker came up to me. We was in the gym, and he was like, "Hey, Jolly." But no, I remember like that'll freak somebody out of you 15, 16 years old. I'm just fucking weird.
That's all he said.
No, I mean, I'm just saying me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I can handle it, because he was like, "Hey, Jolly, you high, ain't you?" And I was like, "What? How you know?" And I get it now, though.
I want to see what this guy says one more time.
You're 41.
Yes.
Okay. And was this accidental or was it intentional?
I have no idea what happened. So completely accidental. I don't know what I don't know. I feel like I need some sort of medical attention, please.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Are you feeling violent?
No.
Okay. Understood. What's your name? Okay, so your breathing's not normal for you. Do you know what you took or what you ate?
I ate the food that was here, and I drank a couple of glasses of white wine.
Red velvet cake.
Okay, so you've had a wine and you've ingested some of the food that's there?
Yes.
Understood. And when did you take it?
Man, that's terrifying, dude.
So wait, is this the call that got cops there to arrest it? Like,
Yeah, I think
this
so.
call?
I wonder how they even figured it out. They
Multiple
just
people
test
needed
the
medical
food.
attention.
I mean, when you listen,
yeah, they did. They tested the food.
And then she ruined her.
What
wedding,
was it? Did they
obviously.
say?
Lasagna.
but it,
Was
we,
that-
Oh, that's fatty. That'll light the fuse.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got some ricotta in
See, that's
there.
the-
That'll
the cheese.
go to the moon.
You take
But
a little bit of THC without the fat, and it may not affect you that, but with fat, you have a full fat freak.
full fat
Really?
freak out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know it transports things better. I
If
guess.
you want
Oh,
to go
dude.
nuts, like if you
No.
take a 10 milligram and then you just wrap it around some of that delicious full fat natural peanut butter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, to the moon.
you got to listen to him. He sound like a pilgrim too, though. It's probably because he's a pilgrim. I'm pretty sure that guy's a pilgrim.
What the?
Pilgrim.
A pilgrim, like the real ones. What they call them the people that live in Ohio.
Amish.
Pilgrims. Same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I speak Java.
they are pure.
You know what? I'm not gonna agree with you.
I
Yeah,
You already know
100%
what
the
time it
same.
is. Squad shit.
Yeah,
you
fuck
feel
them
me?
pilgrims.
No, I feel you.
You and Double J, y'all gang as fuck. You hear me?
So what's weird? Okay, like even if you had to have known you were gonna get caught, right? Like, did they think they were? Everybody
probably
was just
laugh
gonna
it off.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
And they probably thought that it'd just be a little high. They don't think of people freaking out. They
Yeah,
just
what if
think
you had seconds or thirds?
Well, think about it. When you smoke weed, right? Like me, right?
real.
I enjoy marijuana. You enjoy marijuana. Everybody here,
Yeah.
except for Seth, I'd say. You know, you're off and on the fence.
I'm off and on.
But
off
like,
and on.
here's
You
the
don't
thing.
smoke that weed?
I did, and I didn't. I did, and I did.
You're a freak out.
But it's different for us, right? Because
I
we
feel- I
use
got you.
it.
Just
So,
said
like,
that.
for us, it's enjoyable. But if you're just a first-time user, that's a freak out guaranteed.
Yeah, but
Especially with an edible.
But with people that use weed, I feel like the majority of us understand that if someone who doesn't is going to
Right.
feel weird
Okay.
and then think there's something wrong with them. Like,
Because
they-
you're
like,
a good human being. These people, this person was not a good.
Danny's
human being.
final
but it's
thought.
like this person and the entire catering department, like multiple adults agreed on this, which is weird to me. It's
Okay.
like, didn't you know people are going to be like, hey, I feel weird. Like, even if you gave someone a little, I'm trying to think of like,
Or whatever.
whatever it is, chemical.
I'm surprised you're
and-
not saying this. Follow me with
Yeah.
this. I'll do Tom's final thought as Danny's final thought.
Ah.
Is it possible that we now live in a time where these people didn't care and quite possibly might have known that they would get arrested for it, but they did it because they thought that it would get the headlines and the social media or the
Yep. They get
eyeballs
exactly
they get,
what they
and
want.
they get clout
But you
and they
look
get,
like a
give
terrible
a-
person.
you do,
I
but
don't
in the
know.
moment, maybe you don't think. You're like, it's marijuana. It's
'Cause-
just a joke. We're just
Could be
pranksters.
dumb.
Because, like, think about like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. These are people that they don't think things out, right? They think initially, it's harmless.
I think
Is that possible?
Well, the perception is they don't think things out. The people that are successful, probably like those. The Jake Paul thinks I think everything he does out.
Well,
That's
like,
why he's
remember
successful.
when he went to the suicide forest and he
that,
was like
true that.
mocking it and videoing it and stuff like that? I'm
That's-
just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
there are times when you could think initially and run with it quickly, and it's just a poor idea.
It was
Yeah.
no thought. It was no thought in that.
Yeah, just put a
For
little
you
bit.
to-
Great.
It's crazy though.
I would.
If everybody's in on it,
Yeah,
it might
yeah.
be kind of fun. If they're like,
Yeah,
nobody's going to
yeah.
sue or call the cops, right?
Or
You
be
guys-
like, hey, this lasagna
It's
has
special.
weed in
It's
it.
special
and then,
lasagna.
yeah.
I hate to
Give
say
them
this,
the
but
option to
I've been
opt
to a
in.
wedding where at the reception later they had special brownies for adults only. I've been to weddings where people have done
That's
that.
too dangerous. Like now, like even when like someone gives us cookies or like homemade
Can't give
baked
'em
stuff,
to me. Yeah.
every single time I have to ask.
Yeah. I don't even
like,
give 'em
hey, is
to
there
them.
anything in here? You know, like.
Hey, listen. If you're dealing with a BDM, you better ask everything that's in there.
But
I
even-
immediately throw it in the trash.
But no, they not
I'll still eat it.
disrespectful. It ain't disrespectful.
And
Like
I'm mad if
BDMs,
there's
good
not.
people.
If there- is it a regular brownie? Like, fuck, why
Yeah,
you give
what's
this to
that
me?
bullshit
What about
is this?
baby?
I don't want to be fat like you.
Fuck out of
Ew.
here. Fuck out of here.
What's the next one?
Black guys on every team.
Yeah, my
what is
wife was talking to my daughter. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings, and, and we're sitting there, and because we love the sports bars, and we're watching basketball.
You guys are the weirdest people that live in
We're the
Baldwin.
trashy. Yeah, we're trashy.
The Hooters and Buffalo Wild Wings.
You know, I got news for Buffalo Wild Wings. Not as good as Hooters. Not as good. We won't be back.
I've
We-
heard their wings aren't good.
Wow.
I've never
You
had
gotta
'em.
go.
Which one?
Well, we went to the one airport. Airport Buffalo Wild Wings. That's the one that's tucked behind, like
by TGI Fridays.
There's a Hooters up there too. We should have gone to the Hooters. It's just a little further.
You have to go when they change their grease for the wings. That's the only time you can go. Is the day they change.
I'll tell you what, that Hooters at Airport
No.
Hooters.
They
fry
told
it.
you, that's
a
They
myth.
change their grease on Tuesday.
That's a
People that
myth.
work there
You
told me
want
that.
the dirty grease, baby.
Andrea, call in. Oh, Andrea's
I
in the
trust
chat
Jolly
room.
more.
Andrea, call in. So Andrea is sitting there with Maisie, and we're watching. Andrea's, sitting there looking at the menu or something, probably thinking of checking all of our finances to make sure I'm not spending any money. And then take that. And then Maisie's like, man. May goes, I'm rooting for the black guys. Because we're watching basketball.
I love Maisie, man.
Maisie goes, I'm rooting for the black. No, it's not Maisie. Maisie's fine. Maisie has no problem. Me and May are fine. Maisie goes, I'm rooting for the black guys. And Andrea looks at me and Maisie and goes, baby, there are black guys on every team. It was the uniform
She's
was
not
black.
wrong.
The uniform was fucking black.
the uniform.
Andrea, you didn't need to say that.
Hey.
She didn't need to say
That's
that in the
funny.
middle of Buffalo Wild Wings. That's an actual thing I had to write in my phone. I looked at Andrea. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? We're surrounded by black people. Guess who likes chicken wings?
I don't know if y'all know it or not, but whenever I look at a game show and Steve Harvey's on there and it's a white family and a black family, I cheer for the black people.
And so does he. So does Steve Harvey. You noticed
yeah.
that, right? He gets
I
way
don't
more.
know if
He
it
gets.
made me racist or not, but I'm cheering for the
That's
black.
fine. He gets way more hype for the black families.
Yeah.
That's fine. We had it for years. We had that show
Yeah.
for fucking
I cheer
50
for the black
years.
people,
I
too.
cheer for the black people
Yeah.
too.
Well, they're more of a fun
fun.
family. The white
That's
family
right.
is boring.
Yeah, usually
The white family boring as shit, bro.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's the white.
Truth.
Yeah. Next door. What do we got?
Orange County Choppers.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Maybe this has something to do with my anxiety attacks that I've been having recently. But you can kiss the tiny Mama Dennis and Daddy Dennis Beach Shack goodbye. We are selling it. It is gone. And I laughed. Yeah, it is a good thing. It is a good thing. My mom's old beach shack that I have in St. Augustine. We're selling it.
Well, how much?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
right, tell me.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. And my wife drove up there to clean it out because she kind of surprised me in doing that, to think that maybe I didn't. Oh, is that her? Hey, babe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
There are black people on every team, huh? That was a good one.
I didn't even remember what I said. I had to go find my phone, so I didn't even know what I said.
Yeah, May
So that's
says,
what I said.
I'm rooting for the black guys. You're like, baby, there's black guys on every team.
Squad.
Right,
But
I
she went up there and cleaned it out, and Andrea threw out the last bottle of my father's Orange County Choppers cologne. Up there at the old at Mama Dennis's house, the last thing she threw in the trash were some old Good Housekeeping magazines and a jet black bottle of. There used to be 3 variations of this. There was Paul Sr., Paul Jr., and then you had the Dark Horse, which was the Mikey. You had the Mikey cologne, and the last one.
What do
Andrea,
they smell like?
they're horrible.
Oh.
Literally horrifying.
Who looks at Paul Sr. and is like, I want to smell like
Right.
that guy?
Yeah, a lot of people did at one time, and I appreciate you doing that, babe. It's the end of an era.
You're welcome. I also threw out like your mom and dad's deodorant and stuff like that.
Yeah, Tussie. They only wore Tussie.
Oh, I knew y'all were black. I knew you were black.
Yeah.
That's how I know you were black.
Black people would like
Only
Tussie.
black people wear Tussie.
That's true.
That's
Tussie
why
is a
it be all white underneath your
I love you, babe.
Bruh, I ain't know you were that black.
Yeah, I'm Tussie black.
No, you real black.
I didn't know black people like Tussie.
What?
But I remember.
Is it a brand?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
white
called
bottle,
Tussie.
red top, and it's just.
And it's like this. You grab it in your hand and you slap it under your arm.
But it don't.
I use the cream.
It's like
Yeah.
a cream?
Yeah, they make a cream.
They make a cream, yeah.
I use the roll on it. It doesn't break you out. You know, like we got sensitive skin, us brothers.
That's brothers.
Yeah,
Us
you got
brothers.
and I
Oh my
get
God.
ashy. I
What's
get
in there?
ashy as hell.
Dynamite.
I don't know what's happening.
Dynamite's in it.
I'm just trying to float on the top. I'm trying.
So let's end with Dan's new love for baseball.
Oh, my hats came in.
This is the
Nice.
final old man transition.
My hats came in today. I bought a Daytona Tortugas hat, and I bought a Fort Lauderdale Surf Dogs hat.
What's a Tortuga though?
That's a Daytona minor league team.
What for
Minor
real?
league
Yeah.
team.
It's Spanish for turtle. or tortoise.
Is it an A-League team or B-League?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look
It's
that
baseball, though?
Yeah, it's baseball.
Man, I'm going to go check that. That's the type of weird shit I like to do. I like to get high as hell since I got my freedom, and I like to go to the beach and just do some shit I wouldn't do in Orlando. That's the beauty behind
That's what pedophiles do in
Daytona.
Daytona.
No, I ain't living with kids, motherfucker. I'm not living with kids.
I like that guy in Daytona.
What can you do at the beach that you can't do in Orlando?
I know.
I look up on Groupon or what's the other one? Fucking Eventbrite. And I just it'll say like
find weird things to do.
Weird things to do. And I just go there.
Would you guys go on a weird things to do Wednesday?
Yes. Yes.
But what do you find? Like what events do you find that you go to?
Horseshoe crab sketching.
Wow. Well, if it's Eventbrite.
And then you just like go to the event and then high as hell.
Just get high as hell.
Yeah. And
they're a
then
single A team.
Like if you go to New Smyrna. New Smyrna got they got a fucking spot that's I want to say is US 19. It's a spot where they do live events and they do like a Taco Tuesday, and I just go pull up at the Taco Tuesday and it's a bunch of drunk old white people. And they are and they are having
you have not described anything that's not going on in Orlando.
Yeah, I see that around Baldwin.
They listen to white people on Taco the jungle. We got bunny games on Taco Tuesday.
Blaxle Rose again.
Yeah,
you should go do karaoke is what you should do.
I love karaoke.
I'll do some karaoke too.
I'm just saying, I just want to be there because it's like.
Would you be Blaxle Rose for Halloween and you will be gay?
No, I'm not doing
gay
blackface.
Slash.
Not again, right, Seth?
I would definitely be Blaxle
2008
Rose.
was a different time, sir.
I think we did a lot of damage through the prizes, the money, the bank account looking bad.
I think
the
this
air
whole
T&D
week
is good.
ruined.
The air T&D is good.
Yeah. Is it
But
good
it's
now?
wasting our money
Yeah.
again.
It won't book her in the weekdays.
Yeah, and it's not, we're not
the
making
weekends
money
are not
on
enough.
it.
I'll see. I'll go during the weekday then and give.
That's what I
feel
did.
like this is the time to go the weekday.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good way to promote it.
What's up with the Blaxle Rose, though? So what's a Blaxle Rose? Am I Blaxle Rose?
Yeah, you were singing.
You're
Guns
on
N'
Blaxle
Roses.
Rose?
No.
Don't do it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Everyone
Oh,
stop.
y'all want? Hey, hold on, wait.
Don't say it and then laugh like Pee Wee.
I noticed when I said the M word, you were like, "Hey, you can't say the M word." People fucking with y'all about being y'all.
What do you mean about saying the M word for little people?
Like
Yeah, man. You can't talk like you do in the locker room.
You know, I don't give a fuck about being canceled, right?
No, we don't either. But
it's respect.
But
I don't think we go disrespectful. Anything we ever said on this show,
Context is key. If you're not being disrespectful about it and you don't realize it and they can correct you, then you're fine. But if you're doing it to be an asshole, then it's something different, I feel.
No,
That's
I mean,
all
I think the M
Context
word is a
key.
cool word. I wish I was the M word.
I think it's good you guys are doing this at the end of the show.
I know. We just get uncomfortable because me and Daniel.
Honestly, I don't care. I just in my personally, the answer is I have chosen, and I think you have chosen to kind of pull back on it, and that's the answer. Is like I don't. I'll say it, midget. There, I said it, but it's not like I think.
Come on.
But I don't think I gain. It's not like by saying it. I think that I made that 100% better.
You're
by
cooler
saying,
in my eyes.
Oh, okay. I get what I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like I don't feel like it's worth anything.
I will give half off to any little people that don't want to join karate.
No, I feel like I'm in a wingsuit, flying next to the mountain. You know, like
And you see you see one of your friends go,
you pulled the chute.
No, they didn't pull the chute, brother. I mean, nature pulled it for him.
You want to get a little closer, but you don't want to like die in a midget accident.
I don't even know what that means.
My bad. God damn.
Why you get mad?
I'm sorry, because when you said it and you kept on saying,
I didn't say it.
You said it. Yeah, you kept saying it.
Little baby, and that's why I was like, damn.
You kept saying midget, and
then
then you made it okay for him to say it, and now when he's saying it, you're saying it's not okay, and that's racist.
Yeah. Well, I
Racist.
Pee Wee.
It's human. It's human.
We're out of the list.
I looked at Sam.
What do you want me to do?
Help! Sam's packing her bag.
Like Sam's doing another job.
I'm filling out job applications.
I'm turning to you,
The
bro.
irony is Sam's
I'm
already
trying.
writing up the show notes for the
Yep.
Jolly and the Scared
What am
Ninja
I-
show.
The Jolly Trolley and Scared Ninja show.
Jolly Jolly and the Scared Ninja.
All
right.
right. What do we
Did
got?
you unplugged your mic, Jolly?
Oh, no.
no.
You're holding it, yeah?
You're holding
It
it.
goes
Right here.
underneath.
What is he doing?
There it is. Yeah.
Stick it in the hole.
Jolly's going to be at the Orlando Improv
That's right.
all weekend.
Well, I hope he is.
You're hosting for...
I'm hosting for Lavelle Walker. If y'all ain't never seen him, he's a very, very, very funny dude. Matt Bergman. I don't know if y'all met Matt. Matt slide through here. DC comic.
Nice.
He featuring, and then fucking the legendary LaVar Walker headlining. LaVar Walker's a very funny dude, man.
All right. Sorry.
I'm gonna get high as hell.
What's wrong with you? What?
No. I know Jolly's been drinking a little bit.
I mean, but
got
I usually
you.
don't drink.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah, you're doing the Bradley Noel.
You're
What's
drinking
a
with...
Bradley Noel?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you go right back to the same dose of whiskey you would have consumed.
Oh, when you weren't.
Yeah.
Well, the difference is, the difference with me, if I do decide to have alcoholic beverage, it wouldn't have been no curtains on this. I would have kept going until I fucking got there and passed out in front of the stage there. That's like, it wouldn't have been no like, hey, let me stop because I'm fucking drunk. It'd have been like, you gonna stop when you goddamn throw up, boy.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't no. I couldn't enjoy it because there was no enjoyment behind it. It was just. It was necessary.
Full
For
speed.
me.
Yes.
It was necessary for me.
Very necessary.
Semantics. Do you got a show this weekend?
Yeah, so this weekend is another episode of You Heard About This One. It's going to be hosted by Derek, and it's about the Mandela effect, which we actually brought up earlier, which is, I did not mean to do that, but
What is
yeah.
the Mandela effect?
You got to listen to the show to find out.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
No,
It is free.
I fuck with semantics. You hit me up one day. You say I don't listen to your shit. I listen to y'all shit. Bro.
Me too. I do. That's what I say all the time.
The two biggest semantics
Yeah,
media fans
right.
are, I think, you're number one and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
number two, or did it flip? You're number one and you're number.
Funnily enough, neither one of you are patrons to my Patreon.
Yeah,
I think I signed up.
I'm a patron.
Dan is, yeah.
I increased mine.
How
I
much you
signed
charge
up.
for your patron?
It's as much as you want.
No, I'm half of Daniel's.
you pick the
because
price.
He definitely
No, it's
paid
through
with
my
our
personal.
PayPal.
No, it's through my
Personal?
personal. Yeah. I may have used my personal email just so it looks good, but probably use the business card if I'm just being serious.
For the patron? That's still
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So Seth, plug your dojo.
Okay. Any city officials that have any schools they want to bring
Oh, this guy.
for
Troubled
troubled
youth,
youth, feel free
What
to...
makes them troubled?
How's your wheel?
I don't know. I think it's just
Seth,
something economic, I believe.
I'm not
Nah,
joking. You know how you make the money is you start putting together presentations and going from school to school.
Yes.
And then promoting your dojo
Kenny
at the end.
Powers.
Of Kenny
I
Powers.
You
did that-
almost
I did that
married
with the
into that family, and you could have been
Yeah.
big positivity karate.
Yeah.
And
And then-
stroke
I've
man.
done a couple of talks in schools, high school auditoriums, where I was like being positive to them and stuff like that.
And then you hand out your pamphlet.
No, I didn't. That was
That's
just
the Karate Kid.
Oh.
just being.
You're gonna hand out your
I
pamphlet.
love the Karate
Yeah.
Kid.
Well, I mean,
Pamphlet.
yeah. I will be in Lake Eola.
Spin
got a
kick
pamphlet?
your
It's a
dreams.
pamphlet?
What?
So you give out pamphlets?
I have a flyer.
That's some
that I
real
give-
karate shit.
Yeah.
That is real.
When they're not
karate
thrown
shit.
back in my face.
Hey,
got a
I'm
prize
not
wheel?
judge. I'm not getting in no dojo unless you handing me a pamphlet.
I agree.
I have a pamphlet.
You know what? I fucking agree with that. If I go to your dojo, you better give me a piece of paper. You better not just.
Where's the pamphlet?
Yeah, I need. You better
have
have a
been switching to
takeaway.
digital.
It's called a takeaway. I want a takeaway. I better have a
Usually it's-
QR code.
I need a fucking pamphlet.
But I will be in Lake Eola tomorrow for Earth Day Festival. I'm setting up a booth there.
Birthday.
Oh my God! What are you gonna kick some ponytails
I
off?
was there last year as
I
well.
like you call
with
it
Javier.
Earth Day Festival.
I know. You didn't even know the name of the damn event.
It's a vegan fest thing.
Oh, you're not going to Earth Day birthday.
Oh, we thought you were an
That's
Earth Day
different.
birthday. I was like, oh
No,
my God!
Vegan Fest.
Don't kick that. You unplugged your mic again.
I'm sorry.
No, he just
God
pushed
damn
it. He kicked the mic away from
So I'll be
He said
around Lake
unplug
Eola.
ponytails. That was
If you want to
bad.
come by and say hi and make fun of me, that's fine. Come by and do that.
Don't be sad, man.
If not, come,
What
go
is that?
to karateorlando.com if you guys are interested in having your little one sign up, or adults. I've had 2 BDMs come in this past couple weeks. 3 of their kids sign up, and they're absolutely enjoying it and loving
Well,
it.
I think that
They've
paid
been
for your
extremely
news
good.
today then.
Yeah,
this is
They
starting to
would have
work.
known me besides that, probably.
I said give it a 3 months. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
look at that.
3
That's
months,
what we
I've been
give
here
everybody.
for 10 years.
Yeah, but there's not a lot
Yeah,
of
well, you're
bad
on the
things.
SAM program. 10 years, 3 months.
Yeah.
Right? You were here like 10 years, and we kept saying it was like
Yeah,
2
yeah.
years
It's
or 1
been
year.
10 years. Y'all been 10 years now?
Oh,
More than that.
12.
No, not. I mean, Tommy, damn, been 10 years.
12
plus.
We'll keep saying 12. You keep asking the same question. We're gonna keep saying 12.
Man, I'm high as hell.
I know.
When y'all was in the shack, because I know D-Roy used to always say, man, these motherfucking white boy, man, these boy cool as hell, bro. They all they do is show me love.
Oh, that's nice. That was a good D-Roy, by the way. Actually, I was like, I knew exactly who you were doing.
All right. Well, BDMs, thank you very much for
We appreciate you.
We do.
being BDMs.
There's still prizes
Hey,
being
can I
shipped
plug
out.
my website one more time?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I got to hold up my shirt.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
can
let
get-
them know. Look at what it say. More wins, daily affirmation for continuous success.
There you go.
Hey, go to thewinnersgroup.com and buy a shirt. I'm going to make it by hand. I'm going to lick your shirt. If
Quick
you buy one
podcast
today.
idea for you and me. Quick podcast idea for you and me. It would only take 5 minutes of your time. Daily affirmations. 5-minute meditation with Jolly. I put the music. I make it sound good. All you do is just go off crazy, make it inspirational, and I just kind of tidy it up, put it into the.
Hey, you know that's why I think we be a vibe though. You feel me? Like, cause it's like we be on the same wavelength, and people don't understand things of that nature. Like I have to trick my brain to make my brain feel like today's gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think,
And
Tom?
I can believe whatever it is I believe, but at the end of the day, I have to trick my brain to make myself not beat myself up to make it a good day.
Well, how do you
I
do
get
that?
I lie.
But how do you?
That's the best advice. Lie to yourself.
Lie to
But
yourself.
I can't lie to myself because I can't see
Oh,
anything
you
else
can.
but
You can lie to yourself. Yeah.
Tom,
I can only see reality.
No, but reality is what you make it. Your reality is that because that's what you've been brought on to be, that your reality. If you change your reality, like my reality is in a couple of years I'm gonna be a fucking humongous comedian making a whole lot of money. And it's not gonna be about the money, it's gonna be because I believe that that's what's gonna happen. And
Yeah, you gotta manifest it.
you have to manifest
Yeah.
like you come from a different like joint, like how you talk about your papa. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you come from a racist papa.
No, y'all.
Everybody knows
No,
the
I'm
show
just
does.
saying.
I do too.
I'm just saying y'all joke about that, but at the same time, it's like when when our reality starts in our head, and we realize it starts in our head, to make it happen is another story. Because it's like, get the fuck out of here. Because I'm thinking that stupid shit all day. But then when you thinking that it'll happen, it'll actually happen, bro.
But what if it doesn't?
You fucking kill yourself.
I think that's a good place to end.
I mean, I'm joking. It's a lot about mental health. I'm just joking, but like, I'm just saying, like,
How do you recover from that? You can't.
have you ever thought about the fact that y'all
I thought about it before.
what, killing yourself?
I might be doing it right now.
If you don't,
I said help earlier.
Where's Seth? Oh my God.
go?
What did you do with
ran.
Seth? He's gone. What did you do with
He
Seth?
ran to the bathroom. And
Listen.
also, what kind
No,
of
I'm
pants
just-
does
I'm
he
just-
have on? Is he wearing a diaper?
Seth has got a tiny little 2-inch diaper on.
He got a diaper on?
It's all his pants are all
told you.
balloony doony.
Oh, why he got a diaper on?
He's gay. I told you.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
You pooped your pants? Oh, you peed
Oh
in
my
front. Oh my
God.
God.
All right. This
Well-
ain't got nothing to do
Wow.
This is it.
Shit out of the chain.
This is the end.
We appreciate you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this
Hey,
week, this
sorry.
show.
Because I was going to say, why you got on the diaper? And I was like, this man that beat the shit out of Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, I should
I'm
have
not
a
gonna
diaper. I should do the wad of instead of the butt. I should do it over the cock because I leak all the time. It's just
Hey, man.
full leakage.
Shows are going to be different after 666. It's that was the apex, and then it's gone down.
Coming on down. Might as well put that tray table up. We're coming on down.
Oh, bye bye.